Today is the day that we continue on the questing out the dragon. Last time we helped out solving a frozen city problem, and we finally got all the orbs that we needed. So now with the rainbow in hand and all the six of the orbs, I think there were 6. And now we gotta be making our way towards the big tree. At least we will be, until things stabilize. All those things are. I think things are fine. It seems a little rough, but yeah, I think we're fine. We gotta continue in Sniffelheim. I almost forgot the name of the place. No, I didn't. It's a good place. The ongoing search for the orbs brings our heroes to Sniffelheim, where they find the crazy frozen city. Find the city frozen solid from towers to townsfolk. They solve the situation by defeating the wicked witch Crystalinda, who had been disguising herself as the kingdom's queen, Frizzabel. Upon gathering in the throne room, the party realized that the wily witch has deceived them yet again. With the scholar Snorri's help, they discover that the real queen is still trapped in a cursed grimoire, and let her out immediately. Crystalinda repents, and with the situation resolved and Sniffelheim safe, the queen thanks Proto and presents him with the blue orb. And all that remains is to cross the Snarefelts with all orbs in hand, find the first forest, and journey on there to Yggdrasil. Journey on from there to Yggdrasil. So yeah, we're kind of getting close to accomplishing our one of our first major goals of the story. You know, first was basically, make it to the kingdom. Then after that was, survive being captured. But you do not be captured by the Heliodor forces, and now we're gonna make our way to the big tree. Dragon these nuts. Thank you, Green Squid. Always the great philosopher of our time. Hello there, Green Squid. How are you today? Happy Thursday. Yeah, it's been a weird schedule this week, but it's fine. We still get to play more Dragon Quest, and we're gonna be. I think it's gonna be a good session today. If I remember correctly, it's been a while since I played this, but I think we're on our way. Crystalinda, traveler, she often drinks downstairs in the mead hall. She is so very beautiful. I fell in love with her at first sight the other day. I finally plucked up the courage to ask her for her hand in marriage. I gave her a posy of flowers and told her that I loved her more than words can say, and that I would do anything for her. Can you believe it, traveler? She said yes. She said that she would marry me, so as long as I prove that I mean what I say. Says there is a flower that only blooms by the inlet shaped like the full moon on the south of the Snarefelts. If I am to win her hand, I must pluck one and bring it back to her. That place is infested with fierce and ferocious monsters. There's no way I would be able to find it and return alive. I don't know what to do. Traveler, you're a strong and stalwart warrior, yes? Will you braid the Snarefelt and bring it to me? Well, we're going to the Snarefelt anyway. We get a book titled That's Magic. We're on our way to there anyway, so I guess we could do that. You're fine. How about me? I'm doing great. I'm glad we get to play more Dragon Quest today. It's been good. I've been really enjoying this playthrough, and things in the IRL are going fine, and things in the it's been fun streaming this, so can't complain really. You're running out of funny hi messages. Yeah, they're getting a lot more personalized, I could tell. Don't worry, just like look for like a ligma. Yeah, just look for like a ligma to say, and you'll be fine. There's another quest over here. I don't think I want to worry about... Well, I really haven't been worrying about quests too much in this playthrough. I just want to, get going. I said they live in the far western reaches of Sniffelheim, are rough and rowdy fellows with good people at hearts. Serve as Minister of Viking Affairs, ensuring the relations between the two societies run smoothly. It has not been smooth as of late. They will latest shipment of tributes, but they do not show their faces. I guess he wants us to go check on the Vikings that are over there, over yonder, west of Sniffelheim. Well, we'll see. If our journey leads us that way, then I guess we'll go that way. I think I already kitted everyone out last time, getting them all the new equipment that we could ever need. So I think what I'm gonna do is... There was something I wanted to do, but I kind of forgot what that was. I wanted... Oh yeah, I wanted to turn in our medals first. We've been collecting mini medals, of course, and I want to go turn them all in. Who knows? Maybe we'll get something cool out of it. And then after that, we're going to Yggdrasil. Nothing really stopping us now. Hopefully. Well, you know, it's a JRPG. There's probably going to be something that's going to stop us. It's usually how that goes, right? There's got to be some resistance. It can't all go smoothly. Otherwise, there's nothing. All right, let's talk to Metal Man. My favorite Mega Man robot master. That's not even true. He's a young man. Let's have a look at your album. I have obtained a rune staff. It's a staff with an eye. There you go. There's our first card done. Or page, I guess. What if I completed the first page of your album to Medalis? Nice. Let's see if that staff goes good on anyone. It improves mending. Maybe Rab would like that. That's kind of already outclassed by a lot of stuff we already have. I guess I have been kind of slacking on my metal duties as of late. Unless I just have good equipment, I don't know. Either or. Okay, let's go back to Sniffleheim and we will get going. So we gotta go through a place called the Sneerfelt, and that is south. First we go west from Sniffleheim, then we go south from that area, and that's how we should get there. I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. We gotta go to the Sniffleheim region, which I will never get tired of saying that name. I don't think I'll ever get tired of saying Sniffleheim. It's just it's very punny. As most names are in the Dragon Quest. Okay. Yeah, just south of here. I don't think the monsters here are going to prove much of a threat to us, so let's take our horse for once. I said time and time again that in my first playthrough I didn't really use the horse that much, but I don't know. I've been getting some decent use out of it this time. Mostly for, you know, backtracking in places like this that we got to go through multiple times. Which is exactly what it's there for. Not to run over any of the baby saber cats or nothing like that. Alright, well, what do you got for us, Sneerfelt? Right, we've been through here before. I guess we go to Arborea. The Arborean Heights. Hey, yeah, I'm not going to worry about fighting these guys. We fought them all plenty of time last time on our way to the Hexwood in the library. I don't think we fought that, though. I don't think we fought that particular kind of shell slime. And look at it, it's adorable. It's a shell slime. We're a group of slimesicles. They got scary red eyes because they're scary and they got red eyes. Eric still has really cool knives on him. Should probably switch onto boomerangs now. Again. Since we're probably going to be traveling for a while. I bet you guys are very weak to fire. I was correct. Bounce. That's alright. We're not really going to be using. We're not really going to be using magic from that point on. Level up already. And we got the Dirge of Yggdrasil, new pet power for Rab and the Proto. And now we can finally afford a Giga Smash. We got a new pet power, Giga Burst. With all 4 party members pepped up. Neat. And I don't even know how useful Giga Smash is going to be, honestly, because I think, what's it called? Cutting Edge is probably is probably more than enough damage, honestly. Firing at least 50 accolades. Neat. Evos. I probably could have bought more powerful boomerangs at the other place, but I don't know. We'll probably be fine with those. Just, you know, just tossing them out just for free damage. Also, otter shambles have appeared. These, I talked about this last time, but this particular enemy type always kind of weirds me out. It's just like weird demon dude wearing like the skin of animals. God, our new sword hits hard. Yeah, see, we're fine. We don't need any fancy new boomerangs. Also, there's this. It's like, argh! He's screaming eternally, trapped in his icy prison. Rip Bozo. I'm sure that won't be relevant later. Can we jump up there? It kind of looks like we can with a monster. Not sure. Oh well. I'm just gonna leave my horse behind in the cold, I suppose. More ogres. Or are these trolls? Yeah, you might want to use that starburst. Unexplainably juicy. Right, that's how it works. It's different than power throw. I guess just go for Harvest Moon. Kick the crap out of it. I like how much damage that does. Even though that's like, I don't even know what determines the damages on that. The damages on that particular skill, but it hurts like the Dickens. Oh, it only hits one group of enemies. I thought it hit everyone for some reason. Oh, we'll probably get used out of it later. Chomp, 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 chomp. Delicious.
And don't come back.
It's kind of a crazy thing to say to someone you just like murdered in cold blood. Like, don't come back. You're not welcome around these parts. You hear? I better not see your ugly mug around these parts ever again. So I keep looking over at the stream and it seems like it's dying, but we're also not losing frames. So I don't know what's happening. I think we're fine, but I don't know. So here we are in Arborean Highlands, and the first forest is over there. Looks like we gotta go to Arborea first, though. Making progress. Slowly but surely getting there. And as per tradition of going to any new areas, meeting whatever weirdos happen to appear in said new areas. And Exhibit A. Oh, they made the first strike. Oh dear. Ow. They just kicked my mans. And they kicked my knee. God, that's such a good skill. I didn't even see the name of those guys, but I think they were whirly girlies.
And don't come back.
Yeah, Veronica has been like consistently helpful as a party member. Yeah, she's been pretty much a mainstay of this here party ever since first recruiting her, and mostly because of explosion abilities being always so useful. Okay, I think this. I'm not even sure if that really counts to him having multiple boomerangs. Yeah, this is Cyclops. Also, I'm kind of misremembering, but I know that in Dragon Quest IX, multi-thrust hits all enemies But in this one, you could choose actually who it hits, which is kind of nuts, actually. I didn't even realize that. Good. Might as well fight everything once or twice. You know, it can never hurt to get as much experience as possible. That's how you cut down on grinding in these kinds of games. I'm wondering if Starburst is even all that worth it. I'm almost wondering if that does more damage. I really want to use Giga Smash, but it's also like not worth the MP right now. Ouch. Is that overkill? I think that... Well, I don't know. They all hit. So I don't know. That didn't even kill. There we go. Yeah, it turns out hitting something made out of metal with boomerangs is maybe not the most efficient thing we could possibly do. And of course, there's more of these statue guys, which I, for the life of me, cannot get a first strike on. An air attack. I think now it's time we check this out. I look like Giga Smash. I might be getting a little antsy, a little quick to use up all of our MP in all these fights. But yeah, you know what? We got like 8 party members in this party, or 7. I can't count. And we're next to a town, so like, why the heck not? I don't know if I'm just like getting more used to how Dragon Quest works, but I kind of found that MP management isn't really that big of a deal in this game. It feels like you have plenty of MP for everything. But I am kind of tempted to try out that one strategy that I heard of on this stream of using dual wands on Arena. Even though I kind of do like the defensiveness a lot. We'll see. I mean, hey, we still got a whole game ahead of us. We're trying out new stuff.
Let's do this.
Burn.
Heads up!
This is not necessary, but I'm doing it anyway. Look like Giga Smash. Platinum ore. Neat. Runny Eggoskeleton. I'm just realizing it's runny. The best kind of eggs. The runny kind. Delicious. If I don't cut into my egg with a fork and it doesn't explode and bleed all over the plate, then that's not a good egg. In my opinion. So these guys have the right idea. Didn't expect to stream today. Yeah, this isn't usually my normal time, but it's been a kind of a weird schedule this week, and I really wanted to play more Dragon Quest. Because, you know for sure, but we were getting to a very pivotal moment in our adventure. So I hope you're doing well today, Scoot. Happy Thursday, and thanks for checking out the stream and all. The checklist of how you doing. Thank you for your patronage. It may get a little repetitive me saying that every time, but I do appreciate any folks that check out this silly stream. I think you're not happy because there's more streams. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that you're glad to hang out because I'm very much willing to play the Dragon Quest. It's so good. There you. Today nobody was streaming, which sucks. Don't worry, you love talking. That's great. It's perfect. Well, I guess I am the TV channel of today. Anyway, we made it to Arborea. Today wasn't that bad, but the past hour has been great, and this makes it even better. That's cool. I hope, you know, I hope things get better for you, and, you know, potentially the silly little stream
A place like this would be hidden away
soften things a bit.
mountain.
Who knows?
It's breathtaking.
Yeah, you know, there's this giant statue at the city.
Stop it, you. You're making me blush. Although, I suppose the old hometown is pretty amazing.
Wait, you mean this is...
This is where I
It is
belong.
indeed. Welcome to Arborea, home of the Keepers, the ones who watch over the world from beneath Yggdrasil's branches, and of Veronica and I. I always thought it was a little bit, well, dull. But it's good to be back.
I don't know, having a giant statue next to your hometown, that just sounds like the opposite of dull.
Which lies just beyond the village. But we should stop off in Arborea before we head up there. Everyone will be ever so pleased when they find out the luminary has come to visit.
Oh, good. We're finally reached a town where they don't run us out for being the Darkspawn. Do they still call you the Darkspawn in that one challenge mode here? Because that'd be like hilarious. There's a daily game you play online called Pokedoku. What's that? That sounds interesting.
Yggdrasil, whose holy heart is the source of all life, and to whom all life returns, we thank you for this gift. The withered leaves fall from your branches, and fresh buds spring forth in their place. One life ends, and another begins. O mighty Mother Yggdrasil, we pray that you will bless this new bud, this child of Arborea. May he grow into a leaf worthy of your benevolent boughs. Ah.
It's the Christmas.
Well, our beloved twins return. And how long have you two been loitering there, pray?
Your driving test is on the 26th, so you haven't been studying. You'll probably be fine. It's not so bad.
Good day, Holy Father. It's ever so nice to see you again. And everybody else, of course. Everyone seems well.
You might want to study a little bit. You know, you don't want to end up like that one video of the person driving through the mall while Coconut Mall plays in the background. Do not be the next Mario Kart.
My dear, but Veronica, were you not taller when last we met?
You went through the opposite of a growth spurt.
Well, it's a long story. Anyway, that's not important right now. What is important is that we did what you told us to. We found the luminary.
They say the older you get, you shrink as you get older, but it just happened way earlier for Veronica. And that's what happened, old feller.
The luminary. Can it really be?
Ah, what a blessed day this is! Not only do we welcome a new life into the village, but the luminary also. I am Benedictus, High Priest of Arborea, and I have waited my whole life for this moment.
It's a 3x3 grid, and each row and column have different categories from region, type. You have to find a Pokemon that fits both categories. When we get all 9, it gives you a unique rating. Everyone else guesses. Oh, I see.
Holy Father, on our travels,
That sounds
we
interesting.
learned of a grave threat to this world. A being of pure evil who plots to throw all Erdrea into turmoil.
It kind of reminds me of a game I play sometimes where it's kind of like the, you know, Wordle, where you guess the word. It's like that, except you're gonna guess the Pokemon, where it'll have a daily Pokemon. And you gotta, you know, gotta guess the region, the typing, you know, the height, the weight, and all that. And sometimes I get stumped on the easiest Pokemon, where it's like, even though I've been playing the game for years and I think I'm pretty knowledgeable, sometimes I'll be like, what the heck are you talking about? And it'll be like some kind of obscure Pokemon from a DLC I have not played. Well, not obscure, but you know, not known to me, not one I'm super familiar with.
So this Mordigan has corrupted the minds of Heliodor's best and boldest, and is using his evil influence to turn the world against our friend here.
Today's puzzle was a fan made with the super fun secret that you found out. Taste your Pokemon. It tests your Pokemon knowledge. I might have to check that out. Sounds neat.
Yes.
I do like puzzle stuff.
We think we may know how to defeat him. We have to go to the World Tree. A great power awaits us there.
There's an altar somewhere in the first forest. We think we can use the orbs to get up to Yggdrasil.
I'm thinking of Squirtle. That's the one I play. That's the one I know of. I haven't heard of Pokeettle.
Ah, it is just as I dreamed it all those months ago. I saw you, my dears. You were climbing toward the Tree of Life, the luminary beside you.
Also, I love that title, Squirtle. It's perfect.
It was this vision that caused me to send you on your quest to seek him out. A vision surely granted unto me by mighty Yggdrasil herself.
There is actually something I want to say about Squirtle, but I'm gonna hold off until this very important stuff this feller's saying.
All is now clear. You were climbing toward the great altar of the first forest. And indeed, this is where you must go. The path to the forest lies beyond the cathedral, as of course you know. I will await you there. When you have all 6 sacred orbs in your possession, come to me, and I will show you the way.
Well, have I got a surprise for you? Oh man, all those stairs. I kind of feel bad for this guy. You also play Squirtle. We haven't done it since the breakup, I see. Yeah, I was actually going to say that Squirtle is actually kind of surprisingly hard. Because I think Gen 8, it encompasses, you know, Sword and Shield, but it also has the DLCs of Sword and Shield, but it also has the new Pokemon that were introduced in Arceus. So it's like, whenever I'm playing Squirtle, I always feel like that Gen 8 is always so bloated. Like anytime it's a Gen 8 Pokemon, it's like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to narrow it down to the best of my ability, because there's just so much Pokemon in that particular generation. It feels like. I guess maybe the same thing will happen when ZA comes out, right? Because is ZA gonna be considered Gen 6, or is that gonna be Gen 9? I guess it'll be Gen 9 since Arceus was 8, right? Makes sense. See the sorcery. As with people, so with plants, it is all in the upbringing. If one gives even the tiniest, frailest seedling enough love and attention, they'll one day grow into a mighty oak. See a great strength in you, Luminary. You may have lost your kingdom and your home, but you should be grateful to those who raised you. It is evident that they cared for you very much. It is very true. 1, 5, and 8 are the hardest. I don't know if 1's the hardest. I guess. Yeah, it probably will be 9, since you know Arceus was considered part of 8. So 9 is probably going to also be a little bloated thanks to the DLCs and the new Pokemon and stuff. 5 is pretty easy for me because I am what you may call a Gen 5 enjoyer. I like to think I know those games like the back of my hand, but I'm always learning new stuff about them. That's kind of why I always like seeing people that are really knowledgeable of Pokemon, because I feel like even though I've been playing the series for years, there's always something new to learn. It's fun. But no, going back to Wordle, you did Squirtle together with your ex. I kind of do something similar with like the real Wordle. I play it together with my family. And we kind of, you know, we do it daily, and then we kind of compare like how many attempts it took us. You know, it's fun. Almost makes you wish that the actual game had some sort of friends feature, which would probably make that a lot easier. But I don't know, puzzle stuff has always been kind of prevalent in my family. We've always been, since I was bad, we'd always be playing stuff like Puzzle League or Tetris or Dr. Mario. So it does kind of warm my heart when new puzzle games like that come out, even though they're kind of far between. You know, like there's a new Puyo Puyo that's coming out, except it's only available on Apple Arcade, unfortunately. So that kind of stinks. Someone who's not a big fan of Apple products but loves Puyo. Gen 5 is the only Pokemon game you never played. Really? Well, I am not biased because people do say that your favorite Pokemon game is the one you played first. I don't really feel that way because I've been playing Pokemon for a long time before Gen 5 came out, and yet Gen 5 is still very much my favorite. It's very high quality, and I only hope that, you know, the inevitable remakes when they come out, I hope that they're done well. I would hope that, I guess I should sleep, right? We've been fighting already. My biggest hope for Gen 5 is that when the remake comes out, I hope it's kind of in the style of Octopath Traveler, you know, the 2D, 3D art style. Instead of just making it 3D, I think that would fit really well with Gen 5 since it kind of already had that art style on the DS. And I love that art style. And I can only hope that it's just, you know, similar to that, but maybe more high fidelity. Maybe the sprites aren't so crunchy. And maybe the environments could be even more detailed. That's kind of what I would hope. I played Gen 6 the most, then Gen 7, then Gen 9. It's your general age. I love Gen 7 a lot. I don't remember. The thing is, people are always saying that 6 wasn't that good. I don't remember 6 being bad. It's just like kind of, there's some parts of it I kind of don't remember that well. Like some of the gym leaders. I'll see some of the gym leaders are like, oh yeah, that person was from Gen 6, huh? Or like, I remember a lot of the Pokemon, but sometimes I feel like if I were to pick one Pokemon I forget exists the most, it's probably Tyrantrum and Tyrants by extension. I don't know, that I always hate the complaint that Pokemon, you know, are like, oh, this is like a Digimon, but I don't know, for Tyrantrum and Tyrants, I almost feel like that particular line of Pokemon belong in like Fossil Fighters. That's what their design kind of makes you think of, I guess. Your family always play Mastermind, which is a board game. Just Wordle with colors, and the other person makes the code. That sounds fun. As someone whose first game was 6, you're excited for ZA. I think I would really like to revisit X and Y sometime on stream, because I think that's the one that probably has the most surprises for me. The one I'm the least familiar with. Even though I was already like, you know, a grown, like real human when it came out. So yeah, I am also pretty excited for ZA because I remember I always wanted a Pokemon Z to come out, but it never happened. I was also one of those people that really believed that Pokemon Stars would come out. But that also never happened, so darn it. Yeah, I will say though, I am definitely excited for Mega Evolutions to come back. I always thought Mega Evolutions were awesome. They're kind of flawed because like the whole point of them is that, you know, you take Pokemon that are not that great, but then you make them stronger. But then also sometimes, you know, the rich get richer and they give already popular Pokemon that were doing just fine, even stronger forms, like, or sometimes like Garchomp, that somehow makes them worse because it makes them slower. But, you know, it's weird. But, you know, putting balanced stuff aside, you know, taking out one of your favorite Pokemon and powering them up to the next level, that will never not be cool. As much as I like Dynamax and Terrestrialization, I don't think Mega Evolution will ever be beat. I almost said Megamind. Splendid, you have all 6 orbs in your possession.
Well, honored luminary, shall we proceed?
The first Pokemon you ever saw other than Pikachu was Vanillux. And your first generation was Gen 5, though you played Gen 6, you only collected cards in Gen 5. Interesting. I guess I'm kind of the same way, where I didn't actually start playing the games until around Gen 3, where in Gen 1 and Gen 2, I was really into the anime, and I honestly didn't. I don't think I even knew there were games when I was young. It wasn't until like the Game Boy, I was like, oh my god, I can actually play these in video game form. I still kind of rack my brain wondering which one was the one I played first, whether it was either Fire Red or Emerald, and I think it was Emerald because I remember playing Fire Red and being like, how come this doesn't have animated sprites like Emerald? So that makes me think I played Emerald first, but I don't really remember.
These pictures, they're incredible.
I'm gonna stop talking about it for a second. I'm gonna
As old as Arborea itself.
pay attention to the story for a sec.
The tale of the Luminary, a child chosen by mighty Yggdrasil, one sent to save us from disaster.
All right, we'll be fine as long as Yggdrasil does not get set on fire.
Our friend
Supposedly.
here is not the first to be known by that name. No, the first was born long, long ago in the Age of Heroes. At that time, the world of Erdrea was beset by a being of purest darkness. A being who sought to steal the very source of life itself, the heart of Yggdrasil.
If Go-Go gets a Mega, he'll give Game Freak your savings. It's your third favorite. I'm still hoping that the Gen 2 starters get Mega Evolutions just because I always felt kind of cheated. Right? Because X and Y, they gave the Gen 1 starters Mega Evolutions, right? And then they did Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby, and they gave the Gen 3 starters Mega Evolutions. So I thought when Sun and Moon was going to come out, I thought it would be a no-brainer, like, oh, maybe they'll give the Gen 2 Pokemon Mega Evolutions, but then it should have been the biggest red flag on the planet when Mega Evolutions did not show up in new Mega Evolutions did not show up in Sun and Moon. It's like, huh, that's weird. I wonder why they would do that. I hope they don't drop it, and then they dropped it. So that's kind of my big hope.
The World Tree marked out one among her children for greatness. Erdwin, the luminary of legend.
Yeah, the way I know it, I think Dragon Quest XI is more or less a sequel to 3, right?
Forth to do battle with the Dark One.
I think it has a lot of set pieces and similar story beats to 3.
A band of
I think I haven't actually played 3, but that's kind of the impression I'm getting. I've
a mighty sage named
picked up over the years.
Serenica. Veronica, Serena, your friend here is the Luminary reborn. And together, you are the reincarnation of his companion. As for Mordekan, I suspect that it is his darkness that your friend, the latest in a line of luminaries, was born to banish. You must defeat him. The fate of our world depends upon it. Good luck.
The world will probably be destroyed if you fail. Hey, you know, no pressure. You'll be fine. You guys will all be fine. I think Flygon is a no-brainer. I honestly am surprised Flygon already doesn't have a Mega. Like that seems like that really does seem like, you know, something you look back on is like, oh, he doesn't have a Mega. Weird. I think they should make a Mega form of Shedinja and give it defense and special defense. That'd be hilarious. No, they should not do that. I'm not feeling under the weather. I trust you must take care of yourself, my boy. There can be no greater pleasure in life than to tend to one's own health. Through that. You must sacrifice one's heart and soul on the altar of wellness. Super soup. Old man wants to help him make something called super soup. Red kale. Alright, I guess we'll find that in the forest. Here that 11 is a story sequel to 1 to 3. Like, they take place super far in the future with similar story flow. Yeah, because I think 3 is a prequel to 1, maybe? And then this takes place sometime after 3, maybe before 1 or after. My timeline is a little messed up, but you know, I still need to go back and play all the other Dragon Quests before I can make any definitive statements, but that's kind of the impression I had, I think. I know that Builders takes place in like the bad ending of Dragon Quest 1, right? Where the hero took up the dragon's offer to have half the world, which is kind of interesting. I like how they play around with timeline stuff like that, because I'm pretty sure Dragon Quest: The Dark Prince the new Monsters game that came out recently. I think that takes place around Dragon Quest 6. I think. And then of course there's Dragon Quest Treasures, which is a prequel to this game. I kind of like that they play around with the timeline like that a little bit. Because I know there's another game that's basically a mystery dungeon version of Dragon Quest that stars Yangus from Dragon Quest 8, and it's basically a prequel to Dragon Quest 8. It's weird. It's interesting. It's a little weird. I said who's going to do, but I couldn't think of anything. Oh. That's interesting. Oh yeah, these guys are a little freaky. They're just little funny alien guys. And the rocks. It's been a minute, but finally the rocks have shown up. The rock has come back to Ohio. But yeah, I guess overall I'm pretty excited to see what they're going to do with ZA. I'm glad that 6 is kind of getting a chance to shine in the spotlight, since I don't think 6 is considered one of the more popular generations of Pokemon. Which is a shame, because I think I remember doing a lot of interesting stuff. Like every time I hear about Furfrou, the fact that it has like 12 different designs, including shinies. Maybe even more than that, honestly. That's fun lore details that I always dig in those kinds of games. You're not fooling anybody, but I'm not going to hit you. Mega Shedinja, the only Pokemon with higher BST than Eternamax Eternatus. But with no stat changes, except 15,000 in both defense and special defense. Perfect. The ultimate creature. Also, that is a Durgan. I'm going to fight the Durgan.
Let's go.
I don't know who should get a Mega Evolution. I mean, who should and who will is like, you know, that's a whole debate in its own right. But I guess I just hope that they do interesting stuff. You know, just in general, I just hope that if they're gonna do Mega Evolutions, they might as well do some interesting, fun stuff with it. This did not have nearly as much HP as I thought it would. Harvest Moon, my favorite farming sim. That's not even true. Flygon will and should. Yeah, Flygon probably should be one of the ones that does get a Mega Evolution. I'm kind of happy that Altaria got a Mega Evolution. Like, no, I don't know how often people think of Altaria, but I actually really like Altaria, so that kind of makes me a little happy that it did get a Mega at first. You think Go-Go will have a new Mega Evo for the player to ride on like Weirdeer? You know what I'm wondering they're gonna do? I'm wondering if they're gonna give, like, you know, Kalos forms for already existing Pokemon. Like, that started with Generation 7. And I'm kind of wondering if they're gonna like retroactively give Kalos versions of existing Pokemon for ZA. Kind of like what they did with Hisui and Legends Arceus. Now that right there, I think that's probably one of my favorite things that ever happened in Generation 7 is the fact that they started introducing regional forms for the Pokemon. I love that so much because I kind of have a general rule when it comes to playing new Pokemon games. Also, I should check out the Forge. I have a general rule when playing new Pokemon games that usually I'll have like mostly new Pokemon, and then I'll have one that is a returning Pokemon, and usually it's a regional form. And so I like regional forms because it kind of lets you do interesting stuff with already existing Pokemon, and, you know, Sometimes the existing Pokemon are not all that useful, but then you can actually give them some really interesting stuff. Like, you know, Farfetch'd is actually really cool now. Farfetch'd is always cool. I still need to find Mirror Stone. I think I'm going to want to make that for Jade. Yeah, I think I will. Probably not Kalos, whatever they called old Kalos. Right. It'll probably be called, like, Spain. I don't know. Also, triple the strength. We've been actually needing this for a while, I think. Power next strike doubled. Power next strike halved. How much focus do I have? I can't afford. I can't afford to mess around. Oh, so close. Oh, that's fine. You can't wait for the new Pokemon region based off of old France. Spain. Yeah, there you go. I can't wait for for Spanish Go-Goat. That's gonna go. That Pokemon's gonna go nuts. No, it'll be Spanish Aegislash, and he's like a fencing sword. That'd be amazing. Although I guess Paldea is already also like the Spanish region, right? Kinda. Okay. I guess I could make some of these. Kinda don't want to though. I'm good. Okay. We're on our way to the first forest. We're getting there. We're inching ever closer to our destiny. But yeah, if Z8 is anything like Legends Arceus, I know I'm gonna like it a lot because Arceus. I enjoyed Arceus a lot, and I've kind of considered replaying it a few times on stream, despite the fact that I already played it on stream when it first came out. I just enjoy it that much. It's fun. We're going Legends Arceus, which is the game you just use whatever Pokemon you run into. The preference for new ones. Not enough for new teams like which. Yeah, that's kind of how I felt the same way for Legends Arceus. Is that there were a lot of new Pokemon, but still not really enough to make a whole team of new Pokemon. So I just kind of went with whatever I felt like. I will say though, as someone whose favorite Pokemon is Typhlosion, I was stoked that Hisuian Typhlosion exists. See, as much as I love Typhlosion, I was always kind of disappointed in the fact that Typhlosion is basically just Charizard, but without being part flying type, you know, exact same stats and all. But the fact that now it's part ghost type and has its own signature move in the form of Hisuian Typhlosion, that makes me very happy.
Not bad.
What do you think the starters for ZA are going to be? Because I feel like they could be anything. Like, there was no real rhyme or reason for the starters in Legends Arceus, so I'm kind of wondering. Yeah, why not? Let's go all in on Charm. On Jade. Why not? Charm's a fun stat. Charm's a fun stat because, you know, it just makes it so sometimes your opponent will just not act. That makes just general adventuring very easy, very approachable. Also, the bridge is out, and there's a treasure chest on the other side. We got platinum, we got silver. You found a shiny Wurmple in minutes, so you had a shiny Dustox in your team until Volo. I kind of regret that I found a shiny Spheal on the beach around the beach area. I don't remember what it was called, but I didn't use it because I wanted to use Basculegion. And in retrospect, I kind of wish I used that Spheal because it was a freaking shiny Spheal, and I already love Spheal. Found a magic circle. What'd that do? I kind of wish I knew that Hisuian quillfish existed. Oh, it's a boomerang. Interesting. I wish I knew that Hisuian quillfish existed because I totally would have used it. It's because quillfish is a Pokemon, is one of those Pokemon I really don't think about often, but now it's got an actual evolution. It's like, I wish I knew that existed and actually used it. But I guess I never really ended up finding it on my first playthrough of Arceus. Until, like, you know, a little while after, it was kind of too late. Where it's like I already kind of had my team and everything. What was your team? Because I remember my team on my first playthrough was Hisuian Typhlosion, of course. And it was Hisuian Lilligant. It was Electivire, Garchomp, Crobat, and Basculegion. Those are the ones I went with. So we made our way to the first forest. We are getting ever and ever closer to Yggdrasil. Dangerously close to Yggdrasil, you might even say. Look at it. It's right above us. We don't have like an Angel Island situation or nothing like that. You can tell this is a big area because we got two whole campfires in the same area. We're gonna be here for a little bit, I think. And there's these guys again, Pine Needlers. Oh yeah, that's a good new boomerang you got there, Eric. I almost forgot your name for a second. New Evos for the starters will be based on Japanese tradition, so the new ones will probably be French. I hope you're ready for Napoleon Piplup. I'm gonna call it right now. One of the starters for Legends RC for ZA is gonna be Piplup, and it's gonna be like Napoleon Piplup. Some more. What do I even want on Sylvando? All right, I think I was building in the sword tree a little bit more. Why not? More crits. More crits can never hurt. You think Napoleon will be there? It'll definitely be French. Yeah. I can very much see that. You love penguins, so you're not complaining. I like Piplup a lot. There's honestly very few starters I think I dislike outright. In fact, there's probably none. I'd probably say there's none. So honestly, I'm cool with whoever. Legends Arceus honestly would have been a pretty hard choice for me just because I liked all the Pokemon that were there a lot. I really like Rowlet and I really like Oshawott. But they kind of cheated and made my favorite Pokemon choosable in the form of Typhlosion. So, and, you know, Cynical. So that was kind of a no-brainer. Kind of cheating, you might even say. Hit it with a stick.
Another one?
Another one does what, Eric? Another one does what? So yeah, I think the starters will be Piplup, Torchic, and Picarita? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they go with, I guess.
Heads up!
Aw. It's so much damage, though.
I just keep getting better.
You know, I guess if they really wanted to, if they didn't use Rowlet for the last for Legend Arceus, they could have went for a full bird team, right? They could have had Torchic, Piplup, and Rowlets. It had a whole bunch of birds. Which I guess would have stunk for people that don't like birds, but I guess if there are people out there that don't like birds, I probably do not want to speak with them. I can't afford nothing. Got some Glimmer Glass, some Fairy Fluff. Fun stuff. I'm sure that we'll put to use. Or maybe we won't. You're at Samurott, Luxray. I like Luxray. Driftblim, Dustox, Hisuian Gudra, and Hisuian Arcanine. That's fun. I guess Luxray is a little basic because I think everyone uses Luxray, but come on, come on, Luxray's cool. Luxray maybe should get a Mega Evolution. That'd be cool. Why not? Why the heck not? Gonna chill in the stream for like 10 minutes. That's cool. Hey, Benzano. How's your Thursday treating you? Well, we finally finished collecting the crystals, and now we're heading up towards the big tree Yggdrasil. So that's what we're going to be doing for the next however long it takes us. Had a long day right now. You're tired. At your parents right now. Neat. Be sure to tell Macho Man Randy Savage, aka your dad, to step into a Slim Jim, dude. Sorry, we got all 6 out of 6 Kringles. Chris Kringles. We find them. I like how much damage we did to that dude. It was 1-1-1. Or 1. You ever go to a forest and everything in a 5-mile radius just wants to kill you? I think we're there now.
Heads up!
Are you ready for this?
You watched alien documentaries on YouTube. Oh, it hits a group of enemies. I get it. Well, in that case. Did you watch any alien documentaries where John Alien shows up in the camp and he goes aliens to the camera? Giga Smash. Nickelodeon Gak enemies. The enemies have been slimed. Jade's asleep. Why'd I do that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You've been slimed. You've been thunderstruck. I'm honestly kind of considering getting rid of Starburst Throw for Toomerang because I almost feel like Toomerang is more useful than Starburst Throw. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. Or maybe I could stop being a coward and finally go into the Guile skill tree. So I could become Guile from Streets of Rage. With the Nintendo 3DS. I'll think about it. I almost said. Anyway, I'm going cave-in. I'm playing Spelunky. I'm playing Minecraft. That's right. The world had no caves before Minecraft, and then Minecraft came along and was like, yo, caves, dude. Minecraft created caves. Yeah, this you don't know this, but this game is actually randomly generated. My version of Airdria might not look the same as your version of Airdria. That's crazy. That's not true. That is misinformations. Every copy of Dragon Quest XI is personalized. Oh, jeez. I really do want someone to make an actual game that's like that. That every copy of the game is somehow different in some way due to some, like, I don't know, algorithm, I guess. I don't know how they would do that. But there should certainly be a game out there where every copy actually is personalized. That would be incredible. I guess it could be like a roguelike, but the new run is generated every single time you purchase the game for the first time. Not sure how you'd even enforce that, but you know. There is 8 crystal Kringles in your version, yeah. The win condition kind of changes depending on what the seed you get. You love saying something, immediately following it up by "that's not true." I do that all the time. Is that like a bad habit or is that a good habit? Because at least it means I'm actually kind of honest when I'm lying. Or maybe I should commit. Maybe my problem is I don't commit too hard, right? Maybe I should commit to my lies. You say it's true. You do say it's true. It's like, yes, this is true because it's true. I guess that's what you sound like. I don't know. It's just like Fiddlebert. Fiddlebert is the realest character that's ever existed. It's a bad game, but the concept is interesting. Yeah, the roguelike, the roguelike experience. It maybe not lead to the best video game, but it'll certainly lead to one unforgettable luncheon. Fish Skinner. The Fiddlebird is real. I think that is actually legit one of my worst traits is the fact that I'm kind of a compulsive liar. Like have you ever wormed your way into a conversation with like friends by pretending that you consumed a piece of media you did not consume? Because I know for me personally, when Infinity War, Marvel Infinity War came out, I pretended that I saw it for no reason. Like when friends or family were talking about it, all I did was kind of spew little bits of information that I knew about the movie. And I would go like, I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. And I would convince them that I saw the movie.
Easy peasy.
And I did that for like months until I actually saw the movie for myself. You're only a liar. This man has never said a truthful statement in his entire life. Board game you own that is different for everyone is a bad game, but has an interesting concept. Oh. Yeah, a board game where 2 no versions are the same. Oh, I didn't even read that. What's that called? Sorry, I missed that message. I'm too busy talking about my compulsive liarness. I ain't down with forcing you that lying. I'm gonna take that as a compliment. I think. I don't know actually. You kind of have a trick, good liar, so you can get through it. I am not a good liar. You've seen after when I say something, I'll be like, that's not true. Like immediately. Like I don't think I should be playing any social deduction games because I'd be terrible at them. I'd be playing like Amongst Us with some homies, and I'd be like, yeah, you know, Blue was running that. No, he wasn't. I'm the dude. Just cuff me. Just take me. Put me in the back of your squad car and take me to the station. And I'll do the pose like the noise had in the pizza tower. Got an enchanted stone. Got any grapes? Amongst these homies, my favorite game. Yeah, you ever want to just be amongst your homies? That's my favorite game. When you're just amongst the homies. That also may also be another one of my worst traits is the fact that I unironically say homies all the time. Mushroom. Weird flower mushrooms. It's Cerberus. We're gonna call Among Us amongst these homies now. That's gonna be the sequel, the hit sequel to the hit video game Amongst Us. Infanticore. If this is just the Infanticore, I wonder what the Manticore looks like. Probably horrifying. Eric has an enormous grin on his face. Eric, do not be getting with the bet. Whatever you do. Succubat, like succubus. Yeah. We saw a version of this enemy a long time ago in one of the dungeons. This is a fruity succubat. And it has an ability that charms the characters. So, you know. That is one monster that knows what it wants and tries to get it. If you catch my drift. More MP for the rabbi. As you know, the rabbi's worth 30 points. I guess I have to learn anti-magic if I want to find out what the heck this is. They knew what they were doing. Oh boy, I have a scene to show you later. I think you missed the scene where Rab, when we left Sniffelheim, Rab dropped a magazine of some kind, and he's like, "No, you don't understand. I read them for the articles." So Dragon Quest kind of blindsides you with that kind of stuff sometimes, where it's like, oh, well, That is a stump. Stump Champ. That's my favorite Twitch emote. Oh, Stump Champ, dude. Dragon Quest Builders 2 did that. Yeah, it's kind of a tradition for Dragon Quest, I think, to be a little... to kind of blindside you a little bit sometimes. Yeah, like a puff, of course. Which, you know, that's not weird. It's just you know, massaging your face with slimes. What did you think it was, dude? Your favorite Twitch emote is Louis W. That is also my favorite Twitch emote. You gotta... You're speaking the truths. Awesome. I love the crossbow. Is there a slime job in a Dragon Quest game? Well, if you play Rocket Slime, you could play as a slime. But I guess technically it would have a slime job. I should probably not say things. I think life would be a lot easier if I just didn't say things. Been killing it's been hurting you lately. Well, hopefully it'll get easier over time. Things usually do. That's kind of the facts of life. You just gotta take the advice of the Fiora from the Xenoblade, and you'll just press on and on and on, as they say. Yeah, with that, I think in other games it was implied to be something else, but then in Dragon Quest they showed that, you know, they just massage your face with slimes. And, you know, I'm just saying, I know Toriyama mostly just did the character designs for Dragon Quest. I don't think he really, you know, did much of any writing stuff, but I'm going to blame that on Toriyama. I don't know if that's unfair or nothing, but I made my choice. This would be a good spot to hide something, but because you got to do some platforming, but there's nothing up there. Oh, Stump Champ, dude. Since conscious, since you're in a relationship, I mean, when you broke up, it was sad for a while. But now look at the Benzano. He's making... He's the famous Voices of the Void streamer Benzano, and making the famous video game The Hand of the Jamma. Don't call it a comeback. Or something, I don't know. And he's gonna be chased by a tiny alien on Minecraft at some point. That'll be interesting. And Infantical appears. Youch! It's just that you had so many plans. Yeah. I should probably switch Jade out. She's kind of running out of the MPs. Yeah, you know what? We haven't had Serena in the party in a very long time. I think now it is her time to shine. You hated school. I also was not all that huge on school. So I kind of like college a lot more because it gave me a lot more freedom. But then, you know, regular grade school was definitely not my forte.
Ha! Easy.
Easy, says the Eric. Oh yeah, that's what that dude was looking for, the red kale. It's an arborea. We'll worry about that later. Wasn't that long, but you still had so much to do. So much to do, so much to see. Well, I guess from my perspective, it's probably better that the bandage was ripped off quickly. Because I guess it probably would have been even more painful if it lasted even longer, right? That's from my perspective, you know, do not listen. What is that? You love school, forces social interaction. That is something I've talked about before that I did not appreciate enough about school when I was actually in school, is the fact that you actually have like mandated time to go to a gym and exercise. Like the older I get and the more my frail body falls apart, I think, man, I did not appreciate that, and not nearly enough as I probably should have. I'm gonna try it. Okay, life is pain. I don't think these guys count as slimes. Go to the gym, Proto. Maybe someday. I'm just gonna play Ring Fit. I'm just gonna play a whole bunch of Ring Fits. I should probably like, yeah. But no, during the school days, I was not very talkative to a lot of folks, which I kind of don't regret that much because, you know, I am still decent friends with a few people I did talk to. I think I made okay friends even outside of the school environment, so it's not so bad, I don't think. Being a bit of a loner type for most of school. I could pretend to be cool, like, oh, I'm a loner, except I was not that cool, but I could pretend. I can pretend, damn it. It's my fantasy. You've been telling me for a year now. I'll go to the gym when I'm dead. Most of the time you get social interaction. I mean, hey, who knows? Maybe if your driving lesson goes well, maybe now you can go out in the world and do some side quests. I think life's a lot more fun when you look at it that way. Like when you go to a new experience, like, oh, it's time for me to go earn some experience, Doug. I'm the kind of person that wears that one shirt where it's like, I've had a bad day and you look like just enough experience to level up. That's the attitude I have in the IRL. Blue Dragon, just like that one video game made with Akira Toriyama. I kind of want to play Blue Dragon one of these days. I hope it gets re-released at some point because I think it's only available on like the Xbox 360. Yeah, play the one per the rapid driving level to learn how to drive. Step on the step on the step on the... Step on the brakes, step on the gas, step on the brakes, step on the gas.
Be gone!
I'm proud of you, Serena.
All
You
right.
you defeated the blue dragon with the funny number. And she learned multi-heal, which is awesome. Check and turn and signal to the right. I'm not really sure if I even really want to... And there's not really much more stuff I want to upgrade on Serena, honestly. I mean, I guess those resistance buffs might be all right, but yeah, I'm not... Oh.
Oh, this trudging up hills is playing havoc with my old bones.
Oh, he's just like me. Yeah, maybe don't do that. Maybe it's best to stay away from that can of worms, perhaps.
Oh, well, don't tire yourself out, darling. We all want to be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for our big day. Come on, let's call it a night, huh?
Rab equals Proto. Rab is Uncle Proton in a few years. Not even that many. I'm Uncle Proton, I guess. I don't know. I don't know, though. The lore is all muddy.
So, we'll finally be going up to Yggdrasil tomorrow. I can't help feeling a little nervous.
Benzano equals question mark. Benzano is Terry from Fatal Fury. Are you okay? Bash the wolf.
Serena, why don't you play that song? You know, the one you always used to play when we were children.
Close enough. There you go. It's him.
Yggdrasil looks so magical at night. It's strange to think that each of our lives is a leaf on one of those branches.
Yeah. And it's really like the old man said. There's some kind of heart in there that all life comes from.
Yes, when someone dies, their leaf withers and falls, and their soul returns to the heart. When someone is born, a new bud blooms on one of the branches.
I also love this song a lot. I feel like if I were to learn an instrument, this would probably be... This and Proto Man's song from Mega Man 3 would probably be one of the songs I would first learn to play. Benzano hangs out for more than 10 minutes, breaking the prophecy.
It won't be long now until we finally face Mordegon. Do you think if we can beat him, my father will go back to how he once was?
No, you silly Dragon Quest. People are created from the stork.
Oh. You play an instrument too, Veronica?
Huh? No. The High Priest gave it to me. He said it would help us. It belonged to our ancestor, Serenica. She left it behind in Arborea, apparently.
Used to play Kalimba, but you haven't even picked it up. Oh, maybe you ought to pick that back up someday. That sounds like quite the creative outlet. Knowing how to play instruments.
Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm pooped. What do you say we all get some beauty sleep?
I don't think Sylvando needs that long to have beauty sleep. I think he only needs like a couple minutes or so.
Veronica? Huh? We were born at the same time, so our leaves bloomed at the same time, didn't they? Do you think they'll fall at the same time too?
I don't know. You've always been a bit slow, to be honest.
Well, geez.
But I hope they do.
There's so much you started doing, but I can't do anything without getting anxious. Yeah, I can kind of understand that. There's a lot of stuff out there that I do enjoy, but I kind of associate with bad times in my life. So like I can understand. Like I kind of feel that way about my favorite game ever made, Xenoblade. There's a certain area that makes me think of a time in my life that was not so great. So it's like it's weird to go back to, even if it is my favorite game. Okay, like most things, it gets better. Kalimba is an instrument. It's a wooden box you hold up with metal tongs you pluck with your fingers. Sounds kind of like a piano. I don't even know if I've ever heard of that. That sounds really neat. I love weird instruments. That's like... Did I save? I think I saved. If I were to learn an instrument, I'd probably be boring and just pick guitar. Just because I feel like you could do so much with a guitar. It just make it sound good. Yeah, we're approaching the platform. You have a mini version of one of those. Mini Kalimba. Which, that sounds like a good rapper name. Mini Kalimba. Yo, Mini Kalimba. We're gonna go
there's no
to...
mistaking it. This is the altar.
What's that place people go to with all the music? Starfest? Or... I don't even remember.
Aye, you're not wrong there. Go on, laddie. Get the orbs out. Let's see what happens, shall we?
If only there was a person in chat that can play guitar. If only there was such a person that I could learn to be my sensei. If only. Now we place the 6 spiritual stones. I mean, crystals of light. I mean, human badges. I mean, orbs. 6 orbs. I can't even make fun of Dragon Quest for doing that kind of thing because, you know, whenever you see someone say that Dragon Quest is by the book, it's like, no, Dragon Quest is not by the book. Dragon Quest is the book. It wrote the damn book. Anyway, it's on the road. It's called a Rainbow Road. It's where you go when you die. It's called a road. It's called the Rainbow Road.
A bridge made of rainbows. It's beautiful.
Looks like it's finally time for our date with Destiny. Come on, we'd better not keep Yggdrasil waiting.
Let's get up to that dang old tree. See what happens with our lives. Those are all your hobbies. Well, I'm hoping you could go back to them someday, because that does sound quite torturous. Not being able to go doing what you love just because, you know, bad associations. The shopping cart meta. I saw that image too. It's kind of right though. I don't like shopping, so I prefer speed and handling and stealth over anything. I prefer the get in and get out strategy when it comes to grocery shopping. Kind of a sorry for the flip flopping. It's like, oh yeah, you know, things will get better when you know when you have anxiety over the things you love. It's like, oh yeah, shopping carts, dude. I'm sorry. I agree with that meta, honestly. You know, capacity is cool and all, but like, I would much rather. Oh, we could get down the first forest that way. I would much rather go for speed and dexterity. Only when it comes to shopping carts, though, because otherwise, I'm all about strength and endurance. Work harder, not smarter. Is what I say. Also, this place is quite beautiful. You'd hope being on a giant tree would be beautiful. Real Machna Forest kind of vibes, I guess. Which is my only frame of reference, apparently, because I compare everything to Machna Forest. The World Tree, path to the heart of Yggdrasil. Alright, let's go. Yeah, we kind of have come quite a ways here. Starting off in our tiny little village, being persecuted by the king. meeting a whole bunch of whack jobs on the way in. Now here we are. On top of the very tree that all life returns to. And all life is born from. It's kind of nifty. I love this song. It's so good.
So this is the heart of Yggdrasil. It's bigger than I thought it would be.
It's the source of all life. It's not exactly going to be small now, is it?
I guess that's kind of weird how the brain works, right? Like you didn't even do that with stuff with them, but then it's like, you know, it's still hard to go back to even without having shared those experiences. It's like your brain always takes the worst possible path, it feels like.
I'm sort of scared, but I want to touch it.
That's the antidepressing skew. That's okay. I really don't mind. If, you know, talking about that kind of stuff in some video gamers Twitch chat helps you out at least a little bit, then that's fine. That's fine by me. Also, Sylvando just got shock collared.
Aye, and so it should. I doubt the World Tree would let any but the one who bears her mark near her holiest of holies.
Her holiest of holies. That's a good phrase you got there, Rab. Yeah, it's time for the next stage of our journey.
Only he can wield the weapon destined to dispel the darkness. The Sword of Light. Now, laddie, it's time to reach into the heart of Yggdrasil and claim your birthright. Only you can do it. Only you can save our world.
Thank God they didn't make that a prompt, because I would have said no. What if I said no and got the bad ending, like in Super Paper Mario? It's like, well, I guess we're doomed then. Then game over. Get it? It's right there, right in front of you. You're going to psychology. It's always been pretty fascinating. I knew someone that got into psychology just so that they could be better at manipulating their friends in video games, I should add. Ow, my bones.
Damn you, Jasper. How did you find us?
Sylvando's pose that he's making right now is the exact same way I feel when I see Benzano enter the chat. I'm kidding.
Find you.
I'm sorry, easy joke. I'm leaning into the joke.
You all along.
I'm so sorry. That was not nice. He hates him. He hates the Benzano. I'm sorry. It's too easy. So sorry for ruining the moment a little bit. with my thumb jokes. I'm so sorry.
Now, princess. Such boorish behavior hardly befits one of your station. Do you not see that you are utterly powerless to stop me?
Not a joke, it's real. He really hates him. He has the dark orb, the shadow orb.
Can't move.
Now, tremble before me. Tremble with gratitude. Your sacrifice shall pave the way for my ascent to glory.
You've always excelled at math. He sucked at English. 2 things you wanted was psychology and physics. You chose the wrong one. I mean, if that's what you want to do, I don't think you chose the wrong one. I know for me, I was always a nerd when it came to computers, so that's kind of what I wanted to lean into. Anything that can involve computers.
Luminary, all of you, on your feet. The tree of life.
What's a computer? It's magic, son. It's magic.
Your journey.
Square up with your cutie pie.
Don't let your guard down.
Hang on. Hold up, I'm getting me mallet. Oh. Well, how about some of this? Oh. We're not doing so hot.
Take care.
That's not good.
Let me at him!
Let me at him, let me at him.
Pathetic worms!
Ow. Hit him with your old man attack. The old man attack did not work.
Be gone!
Witness my true power!
Ow.
I can't get through that aura. What is it?
You fools. It's the power of plot armor.
It's a power like of which we've never seen. Could he be? Surely not.
It's the power of the Flintstones gummies. He's eating 3 instead of 2. This is what happens.
So this is the heart of Yggdrasil. Whosoever controls it, controls the world. Or so they say.
Not one step further, Jasper.
This is your brain on Flintstones gummies.
Now you see it with your own eyes, sire. He is no longer himself. The darkness has him entirely in its thrall.
Darkness imprisoning him. All that he
How long
sees,
he has
absolute
deceived us,
horror.
I do not know, but deceive us he has. Jasper is a traitor to Heliodor and to the world.
Whosoever is a crazy word. I'm gonna try to incorporate that more in my vernacular.
Confess, scoundrel! Just how cheaply did you sell your soul?
I sold my soul for 13 gil and pocket lint.
On second thought, spare me your wretched excuses. In the name and presence of His Majesty, I pronounce you guilty. Prepare to face your punishment.
Get him, Magus. I mean, Hendrik.
You have served me well, Hendrik.
Your Majesty, what is the meaning of this?
Wait a minute, Zano. We'll see how we can get out of this one. It's not looking great for us. Have a good rest of your day. Can't be. It's a Toriyama villain.
My dear Jasper, it seems you have snared us a luminary. Very impressive.
Always remember, fall.
It is an honor to serve you, as always.
Lord Mordegon.
Oh.
So that was it. The king was... He was Mordegon all along. Now, Luminary, you are in my power. And soon, your power will belong to me.
Stranger danger. Oh no, he's hot.
This is the power of the Luminary. The key that unlocks Yggdrasil's heart.
You're newly single. I don't know. Do you think he could do worse than the actual Lord of Darkness? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that might be the bottom of the barrel. Is the you know, actual Satan.
And this blade is the fabled Sword of Light. Not very fitting for the Lord of Shadows.
He really just said that the Sword of Light does not fit my goth aesthetic.
The Sword of Light! What has he done?
Almighty Yggdrasil, source of all life, yield your power to me!
I don't think that could have possibly gone worse for us. Like, jeez. Also, yes, that CGI cutscene was very beautiful looking. As they tend to be in this game. But, wow. Baby hero.
What's the matter, dearie? Can't you sleep?
No, Mum.
No, mother, I cannot sleep.
You're still upset about your little fight with Gemma, eh?
She started it. She hit me for no reason. All I did was draw eyebrows on Sandy.
That's pretty funny. If you watch the whole movie with that quality, you'd be impressed. I think the closest to that is like Dragon Quest, the movie Dragon Quest Your Story, right? Except that does not use Toriyama's art style, so it's like Dragon Quest V without it's Dragon Quest V without Toriyama's art style, and it kind of looks wrong.
Oi, don't laugh. Look at this great big lump she's given me.
I see it. And I saw the one on her head, too. You gave her that, didn't you?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Now you listen to me, my lad. There'll be plenty of times in your life when people upset you and you feel like lashing out.
Oh, well, after what happened at Yggdrasil, I'm sure. Sure, that's exactly how Hero's feeling.
But no matter how much it hurts, and no matter how much you want to hurt them back, you don't go looking for revenge. You do what's right.
I want to be friends with Gemma again, Mum. What should I do?
What must I do?
Why, you talk to her, of course, you big silly. Ask her what she was feeling and why she did what she did. Try to see things from her point of view. Once you've done that, the rest is easy. You just smile and hold out your hand. That's my boy. Now, time for bed.
Night-night, Mum.
Night-night, son. Don't you worry about a thing now. It'll all be all right in the morning. Good night. Sleep tight, child of Yggdrasil. The sun, it is sleeping, and the night is still. The stars, they watch over you with twinkling eyes to ward off the darkness till dawn arrives.
This game is pretty good, I gotta say. I'll admit it.
Found him yet?
It's the Shockmaster.
Not yet, Master. Our forces have scoured the four corners of the world, but the luminary is nowhere to be found.
He got out of Dodge.
He is dead, then. Good. If that is the case.
This game has 4 final bosses, so I suppose we'll just have to take out each and every one of them.
And this world is mine.
Each and every one. Till this war is won.
Mordegon has played his hand. The game is all but won. A shroud of deepest darkness has eclipsed the shining sun. And yet, amid the shadows, glimmer tiny specks of light. Faint, flickering flames that rage against the coming of the night. How can such sparks of hope remain when darkness rules the land? Now evil reigns supreme. Who has the strength to take a stand?
The fourth is when you got all the passwords. You still haven't beaten it. It's that hard. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna do all the stuff in Tickington, but I can certainly try. In search of hope. Yeah, the world looks like it's not doing so hot right now. Like, well, quite the opposite, in fact. And then there was a lone jester on the beach.
What happened? Where am I? I'm alive. But how?
I'm alive. I'm born.
Sylv! Sylv! Oh, thank goodness you're all right. Sylv! Stay with me, Sylv!
Thank goodness you're all right, says Dave. Finally.
Oh, there you
A light in the darkness.
You all right, Sylv?
After everything's gone wrong, we see the best Dragon Quest character, Dave, alongside the second best Dragon Quest character,
Sure,
Bondo.
Abby, honey. I was just getting a little air. Being cooped up in that cabin was driving me crazy, you know?
Oh, come on, Sylv. Cheer up, will ya? I don't think I can take much more of this moping.
Yeah, I remember last time you said that this was new to the definitive edition, but I kind of can't imagine this without. I kind of can't imagine this game without this, because it kind of loses a lot of context for you know, what happens in the next act. That seems weird to me.
Day when Mordegon,
It feels like it was here the whole time.
there was nothing I could do. He was just too powerful. I thought it was the end for me. For all of us. But this is worse than death. To wake up and find everybody gone, and the world consumed by darkness. I'm sorry, David, but I can't do this. I know I should feel lucky to be alive, but without the others, I'm nothing. Nobody.
Right. That's enough of that.
Huh?
Clench your teeth.
Have you lost your bleeding marbles? Since when were them mates of yours the types to let some Lord of Shadows numpty get the better of 'em, eh? How about you have a bit of bleeding faith in 'em like you used to? Or did you think saving the world was gonna be easy or something?
I think everyone can use a friend like Dave.
Dave, darling, you're right. If a slip of a thing like me was able to get out of that tangle with Mordegon alive, then the others must have done too.
If everyone had a friend like Dave, maybe the world would be a better place.
And here I am feeling sorry for myself instead of getting out there and trying to find them. What would Veronica and Eric say if they saw me like this?
The game is fun, sad, thought-provoking, and meaningful. That is kind of like a big surprise I've had with each Dragon Quest, how they could be kind of... They seem like, you know, just, fun adventures in the world of the Dragon Quest, but they could be, they kind of tug on the heartstrings a bit, alongside the funness.
Like it? It's good to have you back, me old mucker.
It always kind of blindsides me, and no matter when it happens in these games.
Oh, it's good to be back, believe me. Now, enough chit-chat. It's time for action. We need to make land at the nearest port and find out just how much of a mess the world is in.
But that's kind of what I love about Dragon Quest. You know, no matter how much tragedy and darkness you're hit with, you know, there's still that little light in the distance.
And once we've done that, we can make a start on fixing it.
Sounds like a plan, Sylv. Nearest harbour to here would be over in Gondolia. I'll plot a course right away.
If everyone had a Dave, then therapists would go out of business. But it'd be okay because they would also have their own Dave, so they'd be just fine as well.
That sounds just perfect, honey.
Do you think every Dave has a Dave?
Anchors away! Hoist the mainsail! Gondolia, here we come!
And by extension, do those Daves also have a Dave? Is there just like an endless chain of Daves? It's like a human centipede, but instead of, you know, that, it's love and support.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Maybe the worst comparison I could have gone to, perhaps. Never mind. Also, I like how we're getting a bio on Sandy, the dog. Well, Gondolia, I do believe this used to be the busiest, most bustling trading port in the whole world, ain't it? I mean, it's as simple or nothing, but when a lively place like this falls in hard times, well, just sad, that's all. The only way you smell around, I suppose. Come on, Sylv. Let's have a mooch around and see what the locals got to say for themselves, shall we? If only Dave was the secret 8th party member. Por favor, you must be careful. The beastly boys, the beastie boys, they see you are traveling, they attack you immediately. Subito. Or they steal the knapsack of a man who just arrived in town. I see him walk to the piazza when after it happened. He looks so sad. Like for therapists, there's therapists for therapists. A therapist for them, a therapist for them. And it just has to become a loop, just like the Daves. It's just a ring of Daves. Yeah, that's kind of why Xenoblade is also one of my favorite game, because I kind of have similar feelings to it. Where it's a game that brings as much joy as it also kind of... It's a game that just kind of smacks you in the face, because it brings me a lot of joy, but it also kind of brings me down a bit in a lot of ways. But I guess that's kind of just a sign of a good story, right? Town's been full of fear and anxiety ever since Yggdrasil fell. I almost thought that said ever since Yggdrasil fell off. I'm so sorry. Now it seems to have some homegrown hooligans to deal with on top of everything else. Supposed to be expected, really. It's easy to stop being nice to others when you're stuck in a daily battle for survival. You see him now, the man who stared at the sea. He looks so sad. Alora, try to sing a happy song for him. Voila Gondolia. People come from near, people come from far. People come to become the famous star. It brings you down so you can build you back up, exactly. You build me up!
Don't worry, honey. It happens to us all.
And you just so really fell off the whole Lord of Shadows thing. L plus ratio plus the Lord of Darkness took over. / you're wilted.
Oh. You're one of those minstrel types, are you? Look, if it's money you want, you better go and hassle someone else. I haven't got a penny to give you.
Sorry, darling. No can do. It's against my policy to leave people all alone when they look as down in the dumps as you do. Look, why don't you just tell me what's on your mind? A problem shared is a problem halved. That's better. Now we can talk properly. Silvando, entertainer extraordinaire at your service.
You're for sure saying plus you're wilted next time you say O plus ratio.
I'm a blacksmith from Hotto.
All the plant folks out there are in shambles.
I'll tell you my story if you really want, but I'm warning you, it doesn't have a happy ending.
Because if you know someone that you know presents themselves as like a plant person, like a VTuber or whatever, you could be like, yeah, plus you're wilted. Like, damn, that's harsh, dog.
After all those years away, I thought it was time for me to finally head home, see how my mother was doing, you know. But then the minute I set out on my journey, Yggdrasil fell.
Do you think if you go to Britain, you could see a lot more people that are dressed up like Dave? Is that what the style is there? Grass types in shambles.
That
Yeah,
just
exactly.
made me even more desperate to get back, of course. I was so worried about her. I managed to make it as far as Gondolia, but then my luck finally ran out.
Call Bulbasaur. He's crying.
My luggage was stolen by a gang of thieves who've been terrorizing the town. The Beastly Boys, they call themselves.
Yeah, I would love to make a Beastie Boys joke, but I don't think I even know what a single Beastie Boys song sounds like. So that's not happening, I don't think.
I can't make the journey to Hotto without all my things. Especially not the lilies of the valley I brought for my mother. They're her favorite flower. I wanted to give them to her to say, well, to say sorry for being away for so long. For leaving her all alone.
Famous British fashion. They love Adam and Eve there. They love Spencer's. Does Spencer's exist in Britain?
Oh, honey, believe me, I know exactly how you feel.
Is that how they're gonna dress up in Pokemon CA?
Fear not, friend. Your mother will get her flowers. Dave and I will make sure of that. All you need to do is tell us where we can find these Beastly Boys.
All you need to do is tell us where we could find the Beastie Boys.
Oh, well, if you're sure. There are two merchants, brothers, who run establishments in the southern part of town. I've heard that the Beastly Boys have been hanging around causing trouble at the older one's store.
Adam and Eve is, if you know what Adam and Eve is, then you know. Otherwise, you're wondering why you start talking about the Bible. Yeah, yes, they are very religious in Britain, clearly. They love Adam and Eve.
A stall in the south of town, huh? All right, we'll be back before you know it. Dave, darling, let's roll.
Wait. Look, I appreciate you trying to help me, but these are real thugs we're talking about here. And no offense, but you're just an entertainer, right? I wouldn't want you getting hurt.
It's all right, random citizen. If this game has taught me anything, it's that gay people can breathe fire. Sylvando will be just fine.
Oh, don't you worry about me, sweetie. I'm more than just a pretty face, you know?
Well, heck, I guess we got our first mission. Let's go stop some thugs. Thugs for hire. Bro's acting like Dave can't solo no one. Yeah, exactly. These boys on the south side of town near the stalls at the entrance, screaming blue murder at some poor shopkeeper in a mask. They don't know why people can't get along. That's so funny. Well, that's what Sylvando's taught me. It's like how Celeste taught me that trans people can double jump. You know, I learned so much from video games. People are always saying that you don't learn nothing from video games, but you know what? I've learned so much, I think. It's already see. Hey man, you come at a very bad time. Since Yggdrasil fell, everything is chaos. Possible with a merchant like me to operate. No ships arrive, the people they become desperate. And they even turn to life a crime. Santo Cielo, before long this town is finished. Finito. Maybe I should save. I think we just got through a whole lot of cutscenes. I know this game has autosave, but you know, you can never. I'm not too trusting with autosaves. Never happen. The church will always be in haven, even in dark times such as these. If you wish to pray, pray go. Well, I guess at a time like this, the best Sylvando can do is, you know, what he can. If we can make this world a little better, then we might as well, you know. Hang on, Shiv. We promised that Tetsu bloke we bring his bag back off them hooligans who pinched it. Get that double for sworn her off. Oh, I thought they were outside of town. Whoopsies. I pay attention. Hello, priest lady. Can you tell me what you know one more time so I can actually pay attention this time? It's outside of town near the stalls. Okay, thank you. Yeah, people are always saying that you're unathletic, but you could double jump and breathe fire. So that'll learn them. What's my swearing policy? There kind of is none. I just don't allow, like, you know, slurs or nothing like that. But just if you want to swear like a sailor, then go nuts, I suppose. I know you. You're the friend of the Ragazzo with the good airs. See, the one who saved Placido. Santo Cielo, the sea is so dangerous, but you come here anyway. You are an hero. Gondolia needs an hero in this moment. The ships stop to come, and the sailors, they have no work. Now they only drink from the morning to the night, even my papa. I hate it. Lodio. I want the old Gondolia back. Never drink again. He says he'll never drink again, but then he'll probably drink again. Curious. You swear a lot. Well, that's all right. You don't gotta worry too much. Is you know, mind your own business. Well, we're having a private conversation here. Clear off. Well, quite the charmer, aren't we, darling? I can see why you call yourselves the Beastly Boys. Now, enough with the tough guy act. Hand over Tetsu's knapsack before I had to get nasty. Ha, hilarious. You picked the wrong guys to clown around with. You think we're giving anything back to anyone, then you really are as stupid as you look. If you want it, you're gonna have to take it. That's the way of the world these days. Show us what you got, funny man.
Get him, boys.
Get him, boys. Rattle them, boys. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Pink pirouette. Get him, Dave! My man. They try to leave, but the enemy blocks the way. Sylvanda's like, no, you're not going anywhere, motherfucker.
Dove kick!
Dove kick! It's Drover for you. Dove kick. Apparently Sylvando sounds like Mario to me. Lovely jubbly. I love Dave. I must call him David.
Now, if you don't mind.
Sylvando's just support. Dave's the real. He's the key to all this. Sylvando grabs Tetsu's knapsack.
What we gonna do with this horrible lot then, Sylv?
Well, beastly they may be, but they're not exactly the dangerous thugs we heard about. They can barely swing a sword. What's your story, boys, huh?
We didn't start out as criminals. We were fishermen. Very happy fishermen at that. But after Yggdrasil fell, we couldn't take the boats out anymore. Have you seen the sea lately? It's swarming with monsters.
Things were just impossible. Most days, we barely had anything to eat.
The world might as well have ended that day. We lost our families. Lost everything. And no one came to help us. So we had to choose between a life of crime or starving to death. And that's no choice at all.
If Dave was the secret 8th character, this game would be the best-selling game in the world. Well, we all know that it's been you know, it's pretty much touted that Sylvando is the best character, but if Dave was a secret party member, I don't know, I think those debates would be a lot harder. Dragon Quest XI would be the only game where you could play as a gay clown and his leather man homie.
Steel pike, yes?
Peak video games.
Think again. From arms to... Who's for fresh bread, huh?
I have done nothing but teleport bread for the past 3 days, says Sylvando.
Bon appetit, beastly boys. Eat your fill and forget your wicked ways. You'll be beaming again before you know it.
Wait! Who are you?
Me? Oh, nobody. Just someone who likes to see people smile.
I love Sylvando. I wish gay people were real. I'm sorry. I don't know. I keep making jokes like that. It's just such an easy joke where it's like, oh, I wish blank was real. It's too easy. You never seen someone say a gay clown to be a compliment? No, I adore Sylvando. I think there's a real good reason why a lot of people consider him one of the best party members. He's pretty useful as a party member, you know, in terms of gameplay, but I just love his character to death. Like when we got to Sylvando in this playthrough, I like streamed for like 5 hours because I just really wanted to get to Sylvando. I can't get enough of this guy. Back in One Piece 2, goodness me, I don't suppose you managed to recover my knapsack as well, did you? Well, you see, we're not playing as Hero, and, you know, even though Hero's a little bastard who says no at everything, I don't think Sylvando's like that.
Oh, thank goodness. They're still in one piece. Now I can go home to my mother with my head held high. Thank you, Mr. Sylvando. Oh, here. It's not much, but I want you to have these.
These?
Oh, Tetsu, darling. Whatever they are, I'm sure they're wonderful. You're such a sweetie.
Oh, Tetsu, darling, you gave me the Pharaoh's curse.
Honestly, you deserve much more.
I love it.
Come and visit me in Hotto sometime. I'll be able to thank you properly. Now, I'd better be off. I tell you to be careful, but I've got a feeling you'll be just fine. Bye for now.
Ta-da! Here, you all right, Sylv?
You're all right.
Oh, I'm better than all right, darling. I found it. My purpose in life. My raison d'etre. You know how I've been so down in the dumps thinking about all the despair and suffering in the world? Well, if that's what's making me so unhappy, there's only one thing to do about it. Get out there and fix the problem. Help make people happy again.
Sylvando'll be okay. He's got Dave.
Just because I can't save the world with some grand heroic gesture, that doesn't mean I can't do it one smile at a time.
That's my Sylv. I'm with you all the way.
You know what? Everyone should have a Dave.
We heard
but I think
everything you just said.
I think every part of the world should also have a Sylvando. That would go crazy.
It's them tea leaves from before. I hope they ain't spoiling for another fight. Didn't they learn their lesson first time round?
I think we could all learn something from Sylvando's way of thinking here.
You have to let us come with you. You have to let us help people. We're done with our life of crime, thanks to you.
I love Dave. I wish strong buff men who would hold and protect me were real. That's kind of why one of my favorite tropes in any RPG is like, you know, the big tough guy with a heart of gold. Those are usually one of my favorite characters. You know, like Ryan from Xenoblade, Kanji from Persona 4. You know, it's always a fun trope. I don't really get tired of it.
Tag along.
Barrett from Final Fantasy.
Well, I hope you understand it won't be
Waka
easy.
from Final Fantasy also, sort
I
of.
can't guarantee you'll get home in one piece.
We
don't
Waka.
care. Well, in that case, welcome aboard, darlings.
Yes! Three new friends join Sylvando's merry band.
Now, as luck would have it, I've got you all a welcome gift. Here, take one each now. Don't be greedy. Oh, they're simply fabulous. Darlings, you look splendid.
And now Sylvando is creating a parade.
I don't get it, Sylv. What are they?
Oh, go, Sylv.
They're the presents dear old Tetsu gave us. If we're going to be traveling around spreading happiness and laughter, we'll need to look the part, no?
I like how Tetsu just had these. Like, why?
All right, we're all set. Let's get out there and bring some sunshine back into the world. Sylvando's super special smile spreading parade starts right here. Yeah!
Yeah! Sylvando's Carnival-style parade of dudes has begun. Right, we got out here and find some male folk in need of help, eh? Reckon we could do worse than take a butcher's round there, Laguna de Gondolia place for a start. You alright? Sylvando is missing a little bit of MP after fighting those dudes. You can't not imagine those little circles around Sylvando's neck as crumpled tinfoil balls. Every time Sylvando moves his neck, you just hear like it just start crunching every time he moves his head around. Like if he does that thing where he like rolls his neck, it goes like. I don't know how that sounded in the microphone, but it probably sounded horrible. I'm sorry. Sylvando has moved on from having a tinfoil hat to having a tinfoil necklace. He's very much he's styling. He's styling and profiling. I wonder. We can't. Well, I was gonna say we can actually get a better sword for Sylvandi, but yeah, well, it's a little out of our pay grade. I forgot that Sylvando says something when he jumps.
Ole!
Arriba! Ole! I love him. 30 hours for Act 1 is pretty good. Yeah, I'm not, I haven't really doing that many side quests, just, you know, completing any of the ones that come up, basically, as long as I can explore. That's kind of how I handle most side quests, is just like, you know, I'll pick them up, but, you know, whether or not I actually do them is, it depends on the game. I don't think the side quests in this game are really that crazy. You know, it's like, you know, collect this and I'll give you this. But, you know, in, also, look, we got our friends. Look at them. But in other games that maybe have more interesting side quests that have, like, their own stories and stuff, usually I'll do that kind of stuff. I'll intentionally go after that. You do get a lot of cool stuff in the side quests of this game, but I don't think it's always that worth it. Of course, I'm probably missing out on a lot of really cool quests by not doing them, but you know. You didn't do any side quests for your first wave, so after post game you're only at 80 hours. Yeah, so I've mostly been just kind of doing the ones that you know, aren't too much of a pain to do, I guess. You really want to fight me? Oh my god, I forgot about his attack. Look at this. We got like a proper mosh pit going on now. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Pink pirouette. Get him, Dave.
Leave it to me.
I like how we're just playing Pikmin now. Like we just saw a bunch of men. Some of the side quests in this game have a ton of story. Yeah, I think some of the later ones do. Right, because you get some ones that are more geared towards certain characters. I think those I do want to do because I think you actually do like get good story out of them, and I think you also get pretty tangible rewards out of them. So if there were any side quests that I'd want to specifically seek out, it's probably those ones, right? Also, hello, Cal. I haven't spoken to a Cal in a very long time. It looks utterly gloomy. I can't predict the weather anymore. I can't produce a drop of milk either. Damn. They even got to the cows. We got to right this wrong, Sylvando. Greetings, fellow travelers. I'm a peripatetic priest. When Yggdrasil fell, I resolved to roam Erdrea, bringing comfort and solace to those who might need it most. Alas, there's only so much that one man may do. For every person I can help, there are 10 that I fail. Your pained voices haunt me constantly, keep me awake at night. I can barely remember the last time I slept. I fear I may be unable to continue my mission. My mother would give me a cup of hot milk whenever I can't sleep. It always seemed to do the trick. It would work now too, but sadly things aren't quite that simple. The milk my mother gave me was ordinary milk. Oh no, she said it had to come from a talking cow. But have it, there's a talking cow grazing near here. Sadly, recent events appear to put her in a melancholy mood. She can no longer produce any milk. Wait a minute, you're an entertainer, aren't you? I think you might be able to cheer it up. Leave it to us, darling. We'll make a smile on that cow's face in no time flat. We'll be making milk like nobody's business before you know it. Thank you ever so much. She'll be grazing to the west here. Good luck. You're gonna be looking. Alrighty. See you later there, Scoot. Thanks for hanging out. It's been nifty. I know that here at the Sylvando, we're gonna be doing what we can to make things a little better for everyone involved. Hey, Sil, my old gran used to have a dairy cow. Whenever the old milk got down in the dumps, we go to a couple of song and dance numbers. She'd be as happy as Larry in no time. God, Larry. Reckon the same trick work on this one here and all. It's gonna be worth a try, eh? Let's attempt to cheer the cow up. Someone say song and dance. I think that can be arranged. This bovine beauty's in for the show of a lifetime. Come on, boys. Let's give it everything we've got. Woohoo! Sylvando and Co. give their all and put on a performance of a lifetime to perk up the poor, sad cow. I really thought that was going to be like a rhythm minigame or something. Oh, I feel better. The gloom is lifting. In fact, I feel utterly fabulous. Thank you, my friends. That was very moving. I feel much better now. Here, please take this as a way of thanks. A moo. Sylvando receives a pail of fresh milk. Flesh milk. Nice one. Now we got some of that special milk that that priest couldn't real sleep wanted. Let's give it to him a glug or two, shall we? You're alright. You gotta say you're alright every now and then when you're talking as Dave. It's just natural. They were so grateful I could find a way to give me some milk from the cow I found near here. Here you go, buddy. Oh my word, this is it. This is the milk that my mother used to give me. I don't believe it. Thank you so much. I'll finally be able to get some sleep now and a cup of this, but they're really alright. I mean, there are so many people who still need my help. I mean, please, don't be so hard on yourself. You can help other people. First, you gotta look out for number one. Can't do anything for anybody if you're half asleep. Yes, you're right. Feeling guilty about everything. I failed to do it. Won't get me anywhere. It won't help anyone either. Did the cow milk itself? You know, just broke a couple ribs first before I did that. You know, that's how you do it. I've always known that deep down, but now I see it clearly. It's all because of you. Thank you. I mean it. Oh, honey, don't mention it. Now, come on. Get some milk down so you can sleep. I'll keep an eye out for monsters. Don't worry. Wanda and Co watch over their new friend as he falls into a deep, peaceful sleep. And then morning comes. I think this is supposed to be like a nice way to restore your HP and MP, but like I didn't fight that many things. I haven't slept that well in years. Goodness me, I feel so much better. What's more, I've come to a decision. I realize that I'll be able to help a lot more people. I joined forces with you. After all, there's only so much one man can do by himself. What do you say? Will you allow me to come with you? Of course, darling. Helping new people is what we're all about. Thank you ever so much. It's going to be wonderful. I just know it. A new member joins Sylvando's merry band. This almost makes me wish that Hero talks more, because like we kind of get a hint of this, right? Where Sylvando is actually speaking to the people he's helping out. I don't want to complain about it too much because that's just how the game is written and designed, but I do by and large very much prefer protagonists that actually, you know, have their own personality and they can speak over silent protagonists. I probably wouldn't go as far as to say that, you know, it drags the whole game down or nothing like that. That's just what I prefer, personally. Whoa, hands! That's how I initiate fights in real life. That pose that Sylvando just made. Anytime I'm about to get into a fight in real life, I also initiate that pose.
Woo! Well, that was easy.
That pink pirouette is so good. I'm so glad I got it on the Sylvando. There's a chest over there? What the heck am I doing in my life? I don't think Sylvando could even ride monsters, can he? That's surprising. There's a whole chest over there that I apparently missed out on. Oh well, I'll worry about that later. I'm sure I will remember that that's there and get it later. I'm sure. It kind of makes me wish that Dragon Quest XI was a lot more like Dragon Quest VIII, where in Dragon Quest VIII you could control any party member you wanted on the field. Like, whoever was in the first slot in your party in the lineup, it'd be who you control. I don't know, I kind of wish this game did something similar, since, you know, you can kind of do that with Sylvando here. Then again, they probably would have had to made a lot of animations for 7 characters, and, well, that's probably a little bit too much work. And a game already hyper-detailed as this. I wonder.
Oi, Sylv!
Hey, Sylv, have you heard of these extra vicious monsters that have been turning around all over Yggdrasil? Keep an eye on them. We won't be able to help anyone if we're brown bread after all. Oh, well, you could actually talk to every single one of these party members. I did not realize that. That's like, geez. Speaking of hyper details. That's the new blast processing is hyper details. It's gonna be the new buzzword that all the video games are going to be using from now on is hyper details. You're gonna look at that rock and you're gonna think, man, I wish real life looked as good as that rock. Brand new hyper details coming to the Nintendo 64 DD. DD, get out of my laboratory. Arriba! And I thought the best jumping sound in video games was Ryan going alley-oop. I don't know, Arriba, and him going ole. That's pretty high up on the tier list, I think, in terms of jumping sound effects. But the sands, visitors of our kingdom have been rare indeed since the fall of Yggdrasil. They're clearly made of sterner stuff than most. Megalopolis just lies ahead, eager to welcome weary travelers. Last, you must traverse the desert before its pleasures can be enjoyed. What's the matter, sad man? You, isn't it? You're the great Sylvando. I sure am, honey. And who might you be, I'm nobody. Not yet, anyway. I just joined the circus in Gallopolis, you see. But the others aren't going to believe this. It's such an honor to meet you. You're the reason I chose the life of the entertainer, you know. One look at you in action, and I knew that what I wanted to be. I ran away and joined up as soon as I could. Oh, stop it. You're making me blush. Oh, wait. You're in the circus in Gallipolis. What are you doing all the way out here? Well, to cut a long story short, closing down. Nobody wants to see people clowning around when the world's the way it is. We're doing one last performance first. Go out with a bang, right? Trouble is, we don't have enough people to pull off what the ringmasters got planned. That's why I'm out here. I'm on the hunt for people who want to taste the showbiz before it's too late. There doesn't seem to be many people around. I suppose you know what's coming. Will you join us for one last big show? Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. With the great Sylvando at the top of the bill, it's going to be a night to remember for sure. But with you on board, we're still a couple performers short. I suppose you could help us look for 2 more people who'd be willing to join in. Don't bother with the desert. Coming around here was a stupid idea. We're just stuck with downtown Gallipolis. Always plenty of talent there. With your reputation, not to mention your powers of persuasion, they'll be queuing around the block to sign up. Right, better get back to the big top and start getting ready. Come by if you need anything or if you want some advice. Go to recruit. Good luck. Thanks again for all your help. Our priorities have changed. Now we've got a circus to plan. City Gallipolis, you see, you must proceed eastward through the deserts. The city can be seen for miles around. You don't need to worry about missing it. You do better not to worry about the monsters you might encounter. You do better worry about the monsters you might encounter on the way. It's like, oh, don't worry about the monsters. They almost said. Oh man, these guys are like chimeras, but they're even more horrible looking.
Come on, boys.
Youch. I see your arguments, and I raise you 1 pink pirouette. Why must you go for Sylvando? Good thing Dave gave him the people's dropkick.
Huh. Is that all you got?
This almost makes me wish that you could. I know the game isn't at all bounced around this, so I'm not gonna say that like it's a missed opportunity. But I kind of love when games like this allow you to just turn your entire party into like a mosh pit. Right? You just have all the folks at it all at the same time. I can't really think of a lot of games that do that besides like Xenoblade 3. And again, it's probably for the best this game doesn't do that, because for a turn-based game like this, that's probably a lot to manage. It probably makes you feel like every fight is being dragged out. Ave scream.
Dave chop!
Dave chop!
Take this!
Wonderful.
Wow, that guy knows multi-thrusts.
Score 1 for the
Score 1 for the goal. Greetings, good sir. You may be wondering what a bard is doing in a place such as this. Truth is, I set on a journey to inspire the world through the medium of rhythm and rhyme. Thus, I am learning that music is far more subjective matter than I had thought. Not so long ago, I was forced to perform for a group of dancing monsters who had no appreciation for my work whatsoever. What was this? Well, it was south of Gallipolis, not a place I shall be visiting again. Be careful should you come on to venture there. We sleep! We sleep, my dudes. We must press on. We must press on and on and on. Look at that guy. Do you think we merry band of dudes could take on that thing? I say yes. Sorry about that loud noise. I just drank into the microphone and the plastic bottle I'm drinking just exploded.
Flower power!
I'm telling you, pink pirouette. It's so good. I think that and Hustle Dance is like consistently one of Sylvando's best abilities. And of course the fact that he used Oomful and Oomph, that's also always very helpful. I guess you can kind of see that the world's looking a lot more desolate than it used to. Gloomy skies all over the place. Quite a departure from the bright and sunny atmosphere that this place used to have. What every place used to have in this world, but now it's all just doom and gloom. I like how that tip called it fiddling with your lineup. It's fiddling. I'm just gonna join the circus by the sands. Now's not the time for such tomfoolery. You don't understand, we're doomed. Circuses will not save us. It won't save you, but maybe it could bring a little bit of joy in your life. Something I'm sure everyone desperately needs right now. I'm gonna go up with travelers, and thank you for coming. A few people have ventured across the sands to visit us these days. Our exalted Sultan has advised all Galapagos not to leave their homes unless absolutely necessary. So no wonder the streets are so deserted. As if that were not bad enough, I hear that the circus is preparing its final performance. Truly, there is less and less to be excited about every day. Considering the fact that I played this game during lockdown, that line kind of hits a lot harder. Well, at least it did back then, because you know we were all in the thick of it as well. Kind of weirdly lines up, I guess. What you're telling this town is just incredible. I knew he was a dancer before I even opened my mouth. I'd be fooled by the juggling act. This guy is top-class clairvoyance. A juggler, you say? Greetings, stranger. I sense that you are looking for someone. Do not attempt to deny it. I know everything. What's more, I'm in a position to help you find the one that you seek. By the long-lost brother or a brand-new lover, my crystal balls will guide you to them. Don't worry. I'm not in it for the money. I just thought that people might need a bit of spiritual guidance, what with Yggdrasil 5 and fallen and all. It appears we have some talent. Invite him to take part in the circus performance. No way to join the circus? Gosh, even I didn't see that one coming. Sure about this? I mean, I'm just a fortune teller. Do you really think I'm going to fit the bill? Hey, what? Why don't we let my crystal ball decide? Listen carefully. I'm going to picture one, and only one of these wondrous orbs. Red, yellow, or blue. All you gotta do is choose one. Pick the one I'm picturing, and I'll know we are destined to work together. I'll come and join the circus without further ado. You all set? Alright, I'm going to start picturing one of them now. Remember, all you have to do is choose which one it is. The balls tell all, the balls tell all. What color will they show us? If lies they tell, then off to hell, that dark place down below us. They speak of fire, they speak of flames, they speak of suns to glow. Sunsets glow. Well, the balls tell all, the balls tell all. What colors do they show? Nobody picked the blue one! I'm afraid that wasn't the one I was picturing. Bad luck. Sorry, but it doesn't look like it. Our fates are meant to be entwined. Not this time anyway. Feel free to come back again. We'll try again. You're thinking of the red one. You're absolutely certain that's the one you want to choose. Well, you did it. You got it right. It looks like we found some kind of connection. I'm glad you let me try a second time. In which case, my crystal balls and I are at your service. Let me know what you want me to do in the circus and I'll give it my best shot. Fortune teller agrees to perform at the circus. We are one step closer to turning this around. My fortune teller breathed life back into my tavern. I'm sad that he has moved on, of course, but I'll always be grateful to him. Rest assured that I shall be sitting in the front row of the big top, cheering him on at the top of my lungs. Really is the least I can do. Looks like he's done for the day. He is, in fact, done forever. Or at least a day. I'm sure the Italian gonna need some hints. No, I'm gonna go look for myself a little bit. One by one, all Galapagos' finest traditions are coming to an end. Alright, Sylph, can't let you through. Everyone's frantically preparing for our final show. There's a little chaos in there. Why going around the main entrance to the big top instead? You get in through here. What, do we still have the magic key, technically? I guess we do. kind of doesn't make sense, but Sylvando inherited the magic key in the breakup. The party. So in the interest of the spectator stands, as there are no races taking place at the moment, I cannot permit you to enter. An hombre who stands in front of the church is the finest drummer in Gallipolis, senor. But he does not have the same since Yggdrasil fell. Practicing harder than ever in hope of finding rhythm that will bring joy to a clean friend of his, but I think he's having much success. Great tragedia, senor. The fall of Yggdrasil has hit some people very hard. They're shadows of their former selves. In front of the church, you say? Well, I think that's where I'm gonna head now. If I remember where it is, it's down there. Old man, you want to perform in the circus? With the Yggdrasil had fallen, I realized the end was nigh. So I resolved to gather every penny I had for one final gambling spree. Last, the racetrack is closed. I fear that I am destined to live out the rest of my lives without so much as a single moment of joy. Damn. How can I make her smile again? My drumming seems to make no difference. Oh, it appears I have some talent. Invited to take part in the circus? The circus? Me? Well, it has always been an ambition of mine to perform alongside the great Sylvando. I'm afraid I can't help you right now. My best friend, you see. She hasn't cracked so much as a single smile since Yggdrasil fell. The right drum beat would cheer her up. But I can't seem to find it, so I need to practice. Drumming your fingers to the bone to put a smile on a friend's face. Honey, you're my kind of guy. How about I give you some help? We'll make a deal while we're at it. If I can get your friend grinning again, you have to come and join the circus, okay? Really? You'll help me? It's amazing. If you could put a smile back on my friend's face, I'll be happy to join you. It'd be hard to find my friend. She really stands out from the crowd. Fine bone structure, great posture, and these long, fluttering eyelashes. Hanging around in the northwest of the city last time I saw it. Saw her. Really hope we can find a way to make her feel a lot better. We saw someone that maybe might fit that bill over here somewhere. You? Drummer's worried about me and wants to put a smile on my face? I think you must be mistaken. We barely know each other. I'm talking about Margarita. That's with that horse. Yeah. Nay. Margarita, Sylvando's trusty steed. She looks terribly sad, as though she might cry at any moment. Margarita, darling, has this awful darkness that's engulfed the world upset you too? Breaks my heart to see you suffering. Wait a minute. Fine bone structure, fabulous posture, and long, fluttering eyelashes. Why, the drummer must have been talking about Margarita. Hello, Sylvando. Just came by to check on my friend here. I didn't expect to bump into you. Yeah, I had no idea that we were talking about. This is Margarita, my Margarita. What? Margarita is yours? I suppose that explains why she's so fabulous. She certainly is, but you're right about her being in a bad way. I ought to put that right, though. She's always been a fan of my dancing. You lay down the beats, darling, and I'll do the rest. I'll try. I warn you, though. The drumming doesn't seem to have had any effect on her so far. I think I've been doing it right. Oh, honey, there's nothing wrong with your drumming. It's just the visual element that's been lacking, I'm sure. Fortunately, that's where I come in. You'll help too, won't you, boys? Let's put our best feet forward and bring a smile back to Margarita's big, long face. Oh, Sylv. Romano and friends go into a fabulously funky groove. He's using Hustle Dance. Good thing we learned Hustle Dance, otherwise it would be hard for him to do this right now. He would not know what to do. Also, Dave is getting down with his bad self over there. Margarita is absolutely loving it. Oh, Sylvando, look how happy she is. You did it, you really did it. No, we did it. This is a team effort, darling. And now that Margarita's smiling again, we could do with the skills of yours at the circus. What do you say? Really think my drumming can make a difference? I'd be happy to help. The drummer agrees to perform at the circus. By the way, it looks like Margarita wants to give you a little something for making her smile again. Gosh, that's certainly quite fragrant. Honda receives a dollop of horse poo. Thank you, Margarita. I will treasure it always. Boy, there's 2 new talents signed up for the circus. Let's head over to the big top and share the good news, eh? You got it, Dave. My boy. You can't go into the palace, though, I don't think. Visitors are not currently permitted to enter the palace, however, there is Excellency the Sultan. There can be no exceptions, even for friends of Prince Ferris. You must leave now, please. Kind of curious how the Sultan and Prince Ferris are faring in these times, but I guess maybe we'll find out later. Great Sylvando saves the day once more. Got 2 new recruits keen to perform with us in this final show. It's all thanks to you. Everything's ready backstage. The performers are waiting for their cues. We're all set. Not that we can start without our star turn, of course. Time to prepare for your grand entrance. Let the ringmaster know when you're all set. Alright, let's get in there. Hello, darling. It's been a while. Still, what are you doing here? Oh, you know me, honey. I've been able to stay away from the circus for long. I've never been able to stay away from the circus for long. Bravo, by the way. Most people would have thrown in the towel by now, but I always knew you were made of sterner stuff. Wait, are you the one who found those new recruits for us as well? Goodness me, I don't know how to thank you. Oh, you don't need to thank me, honey. The only thing you need to do is give me my cue. The Wandering Wanderer is ready to leap into action once more. Sylv, if you're ready, then so are we. That's the spirit. Well, this is it, darlings. One last chance to bring some light into this dark, dark world. One last chance to gasp in awe at the spectacle of the circus. One last glimpse of the great Sylvando. Let's get this show on the road. I think this is the most reading I've ever done in any Dragon Quest part. I don't mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome, one and all. I know it's a difficult time for all of us, but what better way to show off our indefatigable spirit than to fill the big top with joyful laughter and defiant exuberance? And believe me, that's what's going to happen. Because tonight, for one night only, for the first time since the glory days of the Gallipolitan Circus, the Wandering Wonder returns!
What? No way.
Welcome! Welcome! Oh, hi! Hi!
Oh, hi!
Ha! Clap your hands, stamp your feet, and get ready to smile like you've forgotten how to!
If you know the words, you should join in too.
I give you the Great Sylvando!
I like how Sylvando can just control fire. It's just who he is.
All right, everybody. It's time to turn those frowns upside down. Prepare to be amazed!
Vando and Co. put an amazing performance. Stunning performance, my bad. For one night at least, the people of Gallipolis are able to put all their worries and cares behind them. After a jaw-dropping show, the curtain falls to thunderous applause.
Well, Sylv, I've got to hand it to you. That was like nothing else this circus has ever seen. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, darling, please. I just did a few party tricks, that's all. You're the real hero here. Keeping the show going in these dark times? No one else could have done that.
Well, you know me. I've always been a firm believer in the healing power of laughter. And heaven knows, these people need it now more than ever.
Laughter is the best medicine, after all.
I don't think I ever told you who taught me about that power, did I? I saw her when I was just a child. She was simply the most incredible performer. She led a parade of people out of a kingdom destroyed by monsters and onto a new home and a brighter future. And she kept them smiling from start to finish. You can't imagine how inspirational it was for those of us who were lucky enough to wave them on their way. And then, when she'd taken them to safety, she disappeared just as suddenly as she'd arrived. We never saw her again. The rumors were that she died when she was still young. Such a tragedy. Still, they say she fell in love with a famous knight, and they got married. So it seems she found some happiness before her untimely end. You remind me of her, you know. That look on her face as she proudly led those people out of danger, spreading joy and laughter wherever she went. Well, if I needed inspiration to keep the circus going, you've provided it in spades. The show must go on. These people need some light in their lives.
All right. More circus.
Did you hear that, darlings? It seems we've got a rival in the smile-spreading business. Well, we'll just have to work twice as hard.
Mr. Sylvander? Would you mind if we came with you? If this circus is going to stand any chance of keeping people laughing, it's going to need some performers who've learned from the best.
Oh, well, the more the merrier, of course. But I think we should see what the ringmaster has to say, don't you?
Oh, you boys go with Sylv. Learn all you can from him, eh? I'll be expecting big things from you when you get back. Take good care of them, won't you? They're good lads, I promise.
Life in the happiness-restoring trade isn't all fun and games, you know? I'm going to be training you hard, and I expect you to become nothing less than the very best in the business.
Sir, yes, sir!
Yeah!
Yes!
3 new friends join Sylvando's merry band. Sylvando's is one of those kinds of people that really brings out the best in everyone, eh? Now choose which of Sylvando's new friends will fight alongside him in battle. Try talking to them when you're next at the campsites. I'm so relieved to hear the circus will not be closing its doors. If Gallipolis had lost that on top of everything else. Thank you, Sylvando. All you've done for us. You embrace our spirits and given us hope for the future. What you're doing is some TikTok dancing. Come on in, it's time for a drink. Make your way to Hoto via Gallipolis, helping any troubled travelers you meet along the way. I think we'll do just that. Let's keep going. We'll keep going for a little while longer. I don't remember this Sylvando section being too terribly long, so I say we keep at it as long as we can. Poor priest was injured while protecting a local child from monster. He had been feeling poorly ever since. I'm sure he'll make a full recovery soon, but in the meantime, I have agreed to perform all his usual duties. Now, let us pray. Anytime I hear the phrase "let us pray," I just think of this one Gmod animation where the heavy goes, "Let us pray," and he goes, I should save that as a video. That's kind of what I think of every time I hear it. Let us pray. Oh, the sands. It is you, the great Sylvando. Saw you performing at the circus. Undoubtedly the best such performance I've ever witnessed. Let's come back and do another show. We'll be waiting. I confess the fall of Yggdrasil had caused me to forget about the very concept of having fun. The sands that you and the circus are and remind us of where I shall be heading next time I'm feeling blue. Directly to the big top. Yeah, well, Sylvando can't fix every problem on his own. He could certainly, you know, give a little entertainment on the way, make people smile, give them something to look forward to. In dark times, I'd say that that's quite important as well. The matters at hands. Dealing with the matters at hands are always important, but you know, find the enjoyment in the old, you know, every day. That is also quite important. And Sylvando seems to understand that to a T. I don't think I'm going to worry about us switching out party members too much just because... Whoa, see, he did a cool spin maneuver there. You know, he's a little wired up from the circus. I just realized, I think I made a good... this is a little bit too late now, but I think I made a good staff for one of our characters, and I don't think I ever even equipped it on them. In fact, did I make that for Sylvando? No, I did not. What the heck did I make? I'm like... This is a weird moment because I'm remembering something that happened a long time ago. I was like, what did I even equip that thing I made like 3 hours ago? It's a little late for that now, I guess, since we're all, you know, out and about. But yeah, what I was saying, but I interrupted myself. I don't know how that's even possible, but I think I'm not going to worry too hard about the people that Sylvando is going to be adventuring with. I'm just gonna go with my usual strategy of just using pink pirouette on everything. It hasn't steered me wrong so far, that's for sure. It's up to you guys. Halt, none shall pass. I promise to protect these people, and that's what I shall do. Easy there, honey. We don't mean you any harm. Quite the opposite, actually. We're traveling around looking for people who might need your help. Our help. You must be mad with the way the world is now. Mind you, you do look like you can handle yourself. In fact, there might even be something you can do for me. I'm a martial artist, you see, and I said I'd help these people get food for the village of Hoto. Whatever's going on in the world, it seems to have played havoc with their crop production. Anyway, we're on the way back to the village when we got attacked by a vicious monster. It wrapped us up good and proper, stole all the food we collected. I was supposed to protect them, but I didn't stand a chance against that thing all by myself. If you were with me, though, it would be a different story. How about it? Fancy going to get those supplies back? Yes. You bet, honey. The monster is going to learn the hard way. They can't go around swiping people's dinners from out underneath their noses. I almost thought he said dinnies. You can't be swiping their dinnies. Thank you so much. As long as we stick together, that thing won't stand a chance. We'll be lording around somewhere in the south of Hoto. Sure we'll beat it easily, but let's make sure we're properly prepared anyway, eh? Martial artist joins the party. Let's get back these folks' dinnies. Poor people starve. We were thought to bring sustenance, but it was stolen. Cupboards are bare. Our storehouses stand empty. Stomachs are grumbling. We found food at last. Well, enough for everybody. Now it's gone. The beast stole our food and disappeared to the east. You must retrieve it. I will do exactly that. Well, first, I think I'm going to go open up that red door. Also, we don't need to... No, we don't need to heal. Sylvando's okay. I don't remember. Can Sylvando's merry band here? Can they actually get knocked out? Do they actually have health that needs to be healed? I don't think they do, but you never know, I guess. But hey, as long as Sylvando's still trucking, I'm sure everybody else can keep trucking as well. Let's go open that red door. Because I'm like 90% certain I've never opened this up, even when I was going back and opening up red doors. Yeah, I did not open it up. Oh, we don't have the red key. Okay, I guess we can open that door because, you know, we had the red key with us. But now we don't have it. It's with Hero, wherever Hero is. Shoot. I guess I'll keep that in mind for later. I remember to open that. We'll see if whatever's in there is even still useful for us by the time we open that door. Yeah, Sylvando Typer walking. He's probably way more qualified to do this than Hero ever was. You know, being a clown and all. It's just she slimes around these parts. Do they have red eyes like everything else does? I can't tell. No, they still got silly slime eyes. Even being in the state the world is, slimes are still just, you know, silly little guys. You look suspicious.
Grr, more humans, more food. Give away squish. Grr.
Reckon we found our grub pinching monster self. Ready to have a crack at him? Gigantes. That's how I talk in real life. That's my real voice.
Take this.
Damn. Cracker whack? Ow. Oh, he knows hustle dance. Yeah, he really did learn from the best, didn't he?
Chop.
Alright, chop.
2, 4, 6, 8. Going to get to really great.
Oh, he attacked Dave. Oh, maybe I should have buffed my attack.
2, 4, 6, 8. Going to get to really great.
Oh no. At least he's attacking everyone else besides the Sylvando.
Take this.
Yeah, multi-thrust.
Dove drop kick.
Please don't crit. No, I'd win.
Here, Sylph.
Thank you.
I knew
The great Sylvando grows
Evil
even
is
greater.
defeated. The great Sylvando grows even greater. I kind of want that more attack power. What do I want to do? I guess I'll wait. Rondo could defeat the Gigantus. The villagers recover all the stolen food and make it back to Hoto. Thank you so much for your help. I really couldn't have done without you, you know? You're really quite something. Risking your life to help a bunch of strangers like that, that's pretty amazing. I want to be like that too, but I don't think I got what it takes yet. But if I spend some time with you, it might help. What do you say? Is it alright if I tag along for a while? Of course, darling. You'll be the best, most helpful martial artist in the business by the time I'm done with you. Just you wait and see. So much. It's gonna be the journey of a lifetime. I can feel it in my bones. I feel it in my bones enough to make my systems glow. Looks like we have helped everyone who needed help around here, Sylv. We're swing on over to Otto. See how it takes you with your old mum and get along. This guy more Ero explained. If you do, I'm with you all the way. I think we've done pretty much everything we can so far as Sylvando. Also, I like how he calls Otto Otto. We gotta get over to Otto, mate. We gotta see the dog Otto. We're all done now helping people for now. Shall we head to Otto? Righto, Otto, here we come. There's your statues on me. I love speaking as blokes. That's how I would describe that particular Dragon Quest character is blokes. I haven't been here in a very long time.
Yoo-hoo! Tetty wetty woo bags!
That is a name.
Sylvando, you came!
But of course I did! And who's this ravishing young thing, huh?
Hey, Watty.
I am his mother, and you must be Sylvando. Gratitude is due. When the world tree fell, I thought my boy had been lost. I drowned in despair. But now he is home. My worries clear like the clouds, and all thanks to you.
God, would you look at that? You really do perk people up wherever you go, eh, Sylv? A right little soldierous smile, you are.
Cool, blimey.
Soldier of smile. Ooh, I like it. All right, listen up, boys. We all know what a dark place the world is these days. But if there's one thing I've learned by helping people like Tetsu here, it's the power of the smile. No matter how bad things get, no matter how much you cry or how powerless you feel, a single grin can bring hope for a better tomorrow. There's nothing this world needs more than happy faces right now. So that's just what we're going to give it.
Yay! You're so right, Sylv. We're with you all the way.
Oi! Who said you could start calling him plain old Sylv, you cheeky toe rag?
Toe rag?
Oh, I get it. We can't go spreading smiles if we're mistering and sirring left and right, eh? Fair enough. Sylv yourself, silly boys.
Great idea, boss. Sylv it is. I'm with you all the way too, Sylv. Let's get out there and save the world!
Yeah! I mean, yay!
Yeah! Oh, boys, you don't know how much this means to me. This parade's gonna change everything. I just know it. From this day forth, you shall journey across the land, vanquishing the blight of despair with the righteous power of happiness. I hereby dub you the Soldiers of Smile!
Yeah.
Soldiers of
Smile!
The OGers of Smile! Yeah!
Yeah. I didn't know he recruited Waluigi. Yeah, soldier of smile. Yeah.
If it please you, sir, my son would like to join you in spreading sunlight.
All right, boys. Me and my mum have made a little something that's going to knock your socks off. I told you I'd thank you properly if you came to visit. Now you can travel the world in style.
Wow! We've made something for you too, Sylv, to say thanks, you know. Close your eyes.
Oh my, I love it! Thank you so much, my special little soldiers.
Here, less of that sniveling, you. There's people out there need our help, in case you've forgotten.
Look out, world!
Here we come!
Amazing.
I know you're still out there. All of you. We'll meet again soon. I just know it. And until then, I'll be doing my best to make the world a better place.
I love this game. I love this game so much. It's so good. That would maybe be a good place to end it off. Yeah, well, I think we'll end it off there. I think the next time we log into the game, we will be sure to load up from that save file. But yeah, that's gonna do it for Dragon Quest XI for the day. A lot has happened. We've certainly reached a critical moment in the story, you could say. A lot has changed, and well, yeah, we're gonna have a lot to go through going forward. See how the rest of our party's doing. See if we can catch up with them. But hey, thanks for Benzano and Scoots and the Green Squid and anyone else who would decide to check out this stream. It's all very appreciated. So much as giving this little stream a chance is well, that's all I need, really. But yeah, I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow, hopefully, and we will continue to see the aftermath of what happened with Mortigan in the World Tree, and see what we can do about it. But you all have a good rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Oh, what the hell fried chicken?
I actually did not mean to click on the